What's up, everybody? It's Jay and Jay with Justin and Jordan.
Yeah.
What we got today, Justin? Very special episode. It's that time of year again. Talk to me.
Yeah, so the conference finals is over. That was probably the quickest conference finals in I don't know how long. I can't.
Since 2017.
27.
I think.
Yeah.
Because the Cavs swept and the Warriors swept.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that shit was quick as fuck. But now we got the NBA finals.
You look kind of different.
Yeah, I'm burnt.
Shit, you look really different.
Yeah, I just came back from Mexico, from Cancun.
Niggas was stuck over here in Jersey.
Yeah.
That just to give an explanation for the people though, because you look pretty different.
Yeah, for the YouTube watchers, it's a different guy over here.
It's a different guy over here.
But we got our NBA finals now. The Dallas Mavericks versus the Boston Celtics. So today's episode is basically just giving a little recap on the conference finals and then giving our NBA finals predictions.
That recap finna be short as hell, honestly.
Yeah,
on both sides.
you know what's crazy? I had for the Mavericks Timberwolves series, I had a lot of notes. For the Celtics series, I didn't really.
There's nothing to write.
It was really nothing to talk about.
Niggas played another injured team. Good for them. There's really nothing to talk about, honestly. Seriously, nothing really crazy to talk about. And one thing I do want to comment on, because I am gonna shit on the Celtics run, because I know there's gonna be people saying, "Whoa, you can only play who's in front of you." No shit, you do only play who's in front of you. The Celtics objectively are in the finals. We got the right to criticize the run. We got a right to criticize the teams that they played. We have the right to criticize the path. Who do the Mavs just go through? The Clippers, the Thunder, who are the number one seed, the Timberwolves, who just took down the Nuggets. These niggas face the Heat with no Jimmy Butler. The Cavs missing Donovan Mitchell for more than half the series.
Jared Allen didn't play.
Jared Allen didn't play either. He didn't want to take the fucking injection. He didn't want to take the horse tranquilizer. Then you got the Pacers. Halliburton played one game and then went down. No, sorry, he played 2 games and then went down. It's a shitty run, to be honest with you. This is a run. Like when people say, "Oh, well, it's just the East." With all due respect, when Bron was running the East for all the 2010s, I'm not gonna lie, he was playing healthy teams. He played both of DeMar and Kyle Lowry. He played the healthy Pacers. You feel me? He played the healthy Big Three, even though they were older. You feel me? He was playing these teams. At least they were fucking healthy. He played so many healthy teams. It's just that, okay, the comp is a little bit weaker. The comp was weaker and everyone was hurt. I mean, I'll say it right now, Justin. This is probably the worst run to the finals in terms of competition since, I'm going to say, I forgot which 80s Lakers year it was, but it was the one where they played the 37-win Supersonics in the conference finals. They played 2 teams with under 40 wins. All 3 teams they played in the conference finals were under 500 because the second round team they played, they won 40 wins on the dot. I would even say that AI's competition to the finals was better than this because at least they were healthy. At least he saw a healthy Vince. Yeah. At least he saw a healthy fucking Ray Allen. Are we like
that Lakers? Did they win that year, the trip, or they lost?
I'm pretty sure they won that year. I just don't know the exact year. It was 83 or 84. It was one of those 2.
It has to be either 82 or 85
that they won.
Because they won in 80, but I know it couldn't have been the Supersonics.
No.
And they went to the final. They won in 82, 85, 87, and 80.
Just trip to the finals.
So it has
it's
to
not
be
about win though.
Oh,
because they made it in 83 and 84.
Okay. Yeah.
86 is when they missed it.
Yeah, they missed it in 86.
Baby Hakeem, baby Ralph Sampson. Yeah. But no, this is quite literally the worst fucking run I've seen since I said it by accident. I'm so sorry. I didn't do it on purpose. I said quite literally, This is quite literally the worst run to the finals since the fucking 80s Lakers, bro. I'm sorry. It wasn't on purpose.
I know, but that shit caught me off guard.
It was like I kind of not stutter. I forgot what the fucking word is. I had one of those though. I didn't mean it. I didn't fucking mean it. But I was locked in. But not yet. Anyways. It's a weak ass fucking run. That's all I'm gonna say. Like this is the easiest path to the finals in NBA history, and that's not recency bias. Not history, but since the '80s Lakers, that's not fucking recency bias. It's really not. I don't care what Bron year you pull up. I don't care about the AI run to the finals. Them niggas was healthy. The comp was just weak. You feel me? The comp was just really fucking weak. The comp is weak, and everyone's fucking hurt. So I don't care. I really don't care. I'm gonna say it to you, like I said even before the conference finals when Halliburton was healthy. I'm not moved by they run so far. I'm not moved at all. They have not been challenged not one time. Not one fucking time. And now you got to go see Kyrie and Luka.
Yeah, this is by far their biggest test right now in the finals.
Biggest test in the playoffs.
Yeah,
Nigga. It's
yeah.
ridiculous.
In the playoffs is the biggest test. Yeah, the really arguments you can make for them being challenged with those last two Pacers games and even that first Pacer game, but at the same time you could really look at it and be like, you shouldn't even really be down.
That's what concerns me.
Yeah, because I think it was game 3. I forgot how much they were down by. Shout out to Andrew Nimhard. He
18 or 20.
Andrew Nimhard was having a great game. And I mean, yeah, the Celtics came back, they pulled it out. We haven't seen them be in that situation, so I guess Celtics fans, they look at that as a positive, but it's also, you could look at it as a concern because no Halliburton and you're down by 18. So it's like, I guess you pick which one you want to, whichever one makes you sleep better at night. But I guess I'll take it with a grain of salt. I'm like, this is a team you shouldn't even be down by 18, to be honest. And then game 4, I think, game 3, it really came down to Horford hitting 7 threes and Drew Holiday getting that clutch steal at the end. And then game 4 was more or less the same story.
Game 1 was just a colossal choke.
Yeah, it was. Game 2 was the one where they really like stepped on and fucking Carlisle took the team out with like 9 minutes to go in the second quarter. I mean, the fourth quarter. But fourth quarter was like the same. I mean, the fourth game was the same story as the third game. Came down to Jaylen Brown fucking hitting timely shots in the fourth quarter, making big plays, making big defensive plays. And then you had Derek White hit the dagger 3 at the end, and you just put him away. It was super close. Like, this series was a very close sweep outside of that game too. So I'm just looking at it like, yeah, like we saw like moments where you guys were down and you stepped up and did it, but like I guess the team that it was against, especially without their best player, it's kind of like you kind of have one foot in like I'm concerned, but another foot like we haven't seen this all playoffs. It's good to see that there's signs of some fucking resilience, but they're about to get the biggest test now in this playoff so far with the Dallas Mavericks, because the Dallas Mavericks is like completely different beast compared to all the teams that they've played in this run so far. Combined.
Holy
so
shit.
It's like I'm interested to see what the Celtics do. I don't want to write them off and be like, oh, they're gonna get manhandled. This was the best team in the NBA, but this is a different test now. Now you can't play around. We've been saying it this whole playoff run. You can't play with your food. We've been saying it from the very first game of the playoffs. Do not play with your food. And they've made it this far. Yeah, the run has been very weak. But now it's time to answer the call, and we'll see if they do that.
That's what gets me tight, because at the end of the day, yes, Celtic fans, a sweep is a sweep. It doesn't mean, though, that it's not concerning that, like we said, that in Game 3 you was down by fucking 20. That doesn't mean that it wasn't a concern that in Game 1 you almost lost if it wasn't for a historic choke. Oh, yeah, but we won, though, so who cares? We won. We won 4-0. Who cares? It's still a concern that a team that is lacking the talent like that, and then their main guy goes down, you're struggling to beat them. You're falling behind by 20. You're falling behind by 20.
You ask some Pacers fans, they think they should be up 3-1. Right?
Yeah, well, they're mentally ill. With all due respect, they're mentally ill.
Oh, man.
But you should have been stomping on these niggas to the point where JB and Tatum and all those guys should have been sitting by the 6 minute, with 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter every fucking game. No reason it should have been this close at fucking all. No reason they should have exerted that much energy. But yeah, at the end of the day, you're in the finals, so who cares? I mean, I know that's all you guys are worried about. You're in the finals. You just got to sweep. Like I just said, this is your main test. Isn't that kind of insane, Justin, that this just shows how weak the comp has been? If you look at the lineups, if you combine the 3 teams that they played in the playoffs and merge them and try to create the best fucking lineup, it's still not as good as the Dallas Mavericks starting 5.
Yeah, because you would have what? It would be Donovan Mitchell, Jimmy.
That's the thing. I wouldn't count Donovan Mitchell because he was hurt. I wouldn't count Jimmy. So I'm saying it would be what? I'm not even going to count Halliburton. He went down. It would be like Darius Garland, then what? Nemhard?
Oh, jeez,
Nemhard.
Mobley.
I respect Mobley, Siakam, and what, Bam? Oh, well, sorry. Why are we putting them hard? Hold on. We're bugging out. Tyler Hero. But that lineup is not better than the Mavs.
That nigga Nemhard was nice.
He was, but I'm
But
saying.
yeah, I guess we could put
that lineup is not better than the Mavs. That's fucking insane, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any. I don't think there's any excuse, bro, for these guys to lose the finals of how rested they are. I get it. KP is out.
Yeah,
That's the big excuse. Well, yo, I don't know if you've seen that graphic on Twitter. It was like every year since 2017, all the Celtics injuries are like, oh, no one cared about our injuries. No one cared about our fucking injuries. And it's like Porzingis, like for example, 2024. And it's like, my nigga, how about Jimmy, Donovan Mitchell, Jarrett Allen, and fucking Halliburton? What are we doing? What are we doing right here? But it's all right. We'll see how it goes when they play against the best player in the world, which I've been parroting for a couple of months now. Let's see how they fare against the best player in the world, a man who is looking for vengeance right now, because that's one thing I want to make as a topic today. Breaking down some of the storylines that are coming for this finals after we recap the conference finals. A guy coming back for revenge, and then rejuvenated like young core surrounding those guys who are all playing very well. A PJ Washington, a Lively, a Gafford. They're all stepping up. They're all doing their fucking thing. And let's see how you fare against them. Because I'm worried if I'm a Celtics fan. But the thing is, they're all delusional. They think that they're just going to stomp in this finals and continue their run, lift up the 18th banner. I don't think so. I got no faith in that at all. But let's go to the West, Justin. Another uneventful series. Yeah, the Timberwolves grabbed the one win, but it was already over when it was over. Once they went up 3-0, it was over.
Yeah.
I'll just say this. Kind of disappointed by Ant's performance.
Yeah.
Kind of might be an understatement. I will say this. It doesn't take away what he did in prior rounds, though, because I feel like a lot of people were shitting on him for the conference finals and dunking on him for that. Young dude. Again, I'm not making excuses. He played bad in the conference finals, objectively. But young dude, a lot to learn. Played well in the first fucking round. Played very fucking well. Second round, played very fucking well. Very, very well. I was happy with how he was playing. Kind of just fell short in the conference finals.
Yeah.
Which is, a learning lesson. But my thing is, when you're in the West, these types of runs, like, I don't look at them as learning lessons or progression because the West always gets bigger. Who knows? This might be your only conference finals run.
Yeah.
With the Timberwolves.
Look at KG.
Yeah. You might never make it this far ever again.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to say...
This is the farthest they made it in 20 years.
Yeah. And which is a great thing. It's an accomplishment. But my thing is, compared to, like, the East, when, like, the Celtics lose in the conference finals or the Heat lose in the conference finals, you could low-key punch in their ticket that they're going to make it next year and improve.
They'll be back. Yeah.
You don't do that for anybody in the West. I'll say it right now. Because we thought that was going to be the Nuggets. They didn't even do that.
Yeah.
So in the West, nothing's guaranteed. You can make it to the finals one year, and you're swept in the first round the next.
Yeah.
And maybe you never go to the finals ever again.
Look at the Thunder in 2012.
Look at the Suns now.
Yeah.
Made it to the finals. Second round exit, first round exit. Will the Suns ever go back to conference finals? We don't know.
Yo, they be losing in embarrassing fashion too.
Yes.
Every time.
Yes. And it's I do hope the Timberwolves get this far again. I hope Anthony Edwards gets this far again. But this might be like their best chance at going to the finals as a franchise. And again, that's no dig at Ant, Towns, Gobert, any of them niggas. It's a good team, but
it's just the West.
It's the West. It's the West, bro. It's the fucking West.
We had 11 teams that potentially could have made the playoffs.
100%. 100%. And that's just make the playoffs. And guess what? Any of those guys could beat any of the top seeds. We just saw it. We saw Luka was no top 3 seed. He just beat the 1 seed. And the 3 seed just now. You feel me? It's just how the cookie crumbles in the West. That's just how it is. But I really do hope they make it this far. It was a good run, though. Towns left a lot to be desired for me in the conference finals. Gobert is getting a lot of fucking hate. I'll say that much. And Gobert is such a good defender, bro, that he's defending Towns from all the fucking blame, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
He's that fucking good on defense. And he's doing that shit off the court to block the criticism. Because Gobert, unfortunately, has become such a meme. You got Kendrick Perkins saying, fuck, why'd I vote for this nigga? You got Gilbert Arenas saying, why is he getting all these defensive players of the year? He's not the best defender in the fucking league. Mind you, love Gilbert Arenas, one of my favorite players growing up. Nigga, you didn't even play defense in your prime. So why are you trying to criticize defense like you know what the fuck you're talking about? What are we talking about? Nigga, you were a traffic cone. Love the show, though. Really love the show, but that was so stupid. And that's one thing I want to open up with you, Justin, as well, as we also talk about this conference finals, because we won't talk about the Timberwolves till the offseason, right? So we might as well take this chance. How do you feel when these former players, these sports head figures say Gobert doesn't deserve any of those DPOYs? You saw Draymond Green smiling.
Yeah, he must have been happy as fuck.
Man, he's a fucking hater.
I disagree with all that because without Rudy Gobert, they wouldn't even have made it this far. He's transcended this whole team defensively just after a season. And I just want to ask these same people that are making these statements, like Game 2, for example, where Luka hits that miraculous game winner.
It wasn't even bad defense. He's a big.
If you put any other big in that situation, they're getting cooked. And we all know DPOYs usually goes to the big man. You could put every other big man out there, they're probably gonna get fried.
That's why I want to bring up.
So that had nothing to do with, because I thought Rudy played well, and Luka even said it after the game. He's like, "Yo, I'm slow, but I'm quicker than him." So Luka's taking advantage. Rudy Gobert excels in the paint, altering shots in the paint. Motherfuckers drive down there and they're trying to avoid Rudy from, like, he's fucking altering shots. His fucking job isn't to go out to the perimeter and get into a stance. That's the fucking guard or wing's job.
And he doesn't even do terrible for a big when he does go out there.
So to expect him to do that, I guess that's such a naive way of thinking, to think that he's the DPOY. He should be going out there at 7 feet, 260 pounds and getting into the fucking stands with fucking one of the best offensive players of all time.
Of all time, literally.
With the ball in his hands. Like, come on, bro. Like, not many people are stopping that. Like, there's probably a handful of guys all time that might get a stop there. And that's just how the odds play out right there.
And that's just guys, not even bigs.
Yeah, that's just guys, not even bigs. Because bigs is probably maybe Wemby gets a fingertip, but
even then, he's not experienced enough and he's getting fried.
Yeah, he's not experienced enough. And like Luka said, he's like, yo, I know I'm slow, but I'm faster than Gobert. Luka had to hit him with 3 fucking counters to get that shit off. It wasn't cake. Luka literally had to go to work and get that shit off. And credit to him, but bro, not many people are getting a stop there. It's a handful of guys. Yeah,
and so there's my point. So when people say DPOYs, why does he deserve these? Mutombo's not stopping that shit.
Hell no.
Mutombo's getting fried on the perimeter. Objectively. He has 3 or 4.
Mutombo has 3, I think.
He's getting fried on the perimeter. Marcus Camby is getting fried on the perimeter. Badly. Very fucking badly. He's getting fried every single time. Ben Wallace, could come out. But again, Ben Wallace is really 6'9". You feel me?
Oh, Mutombo has 4.
He has 4. Dwight could come out to the perimeter, but let's be real. He's an anchor. He's an anchor, and at the end of the day, he's not a 7-footer either.
Yeah, Dwight. Luka, after the third hezzy, I think it's wraps for Dwight.
Yeah, he's not a perimeter guy either. Dwight won 3 in a row.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of who are some other bigs to win DPOY.
David Robinson. Tyson Chandler's going to get
He's getting fried. David Robinson, all due respect, perimeter, you're getting fried.
Yeah.
You're getting fried. Absolutely. The reason that these guys...
Hakeem, maybe.
Hakeem could keep up.
He'll
keep up.
Yeah, Hakeem could probably keep up.
But my point is, these are all 7-footers I'm naming, right?
Yeah.
What pisses me off is people will say some people, Heat fans, Laker fans, will be AD or Bam could keep up.
Fuck
AD's
no.
6'11". Well, first of all, AD's 6'11". Bam's really 6'9". Bam's no 7-footer, so no shit. He's quicker. He's just a big body. But Bam is actually 6'9". He's a big fucking body. So he does have a better chance of keeping up than Gobert, who's 7'1" or 7'2". What are we doing? He's taller than 7 feet tall. I know that. But he's 7'1" or 7'2", and you bring him out to the perimeter. No shit. That's not his game. That's not his game at all. What, are we going to clown Marcus Smart or Drew Holiday if Jokic got them in the fucking post and fried these niggas? Because at that point, people say, oh, but that's a mismatch. That's a size mismatch. This is a size mismatch, too, on the perimeter. It is a blatant size mismatch when you bring a big to the fucking perimeter, like bring a guard down into the post with fucking Jokic with the ball. So what are we doing? That's what's pissing me off,
for
bro,
real.
to be honest with you.
That's like Marcus Smart guarding Jokic.
And then I clown him.
Yeah, they're like, oh, that's the DPOY.
That's the DPOY. Take that shit away. That's DPOY. Now I don't give a fuck. Throw Kawhi on Jokic. Peak Kawhi. Throw Siggy fucking Moncrief with the first DPOY on this nigga. They're getting fried by Jokic in the post. Oh, but that's a mismatch. Jokic has like 6 inches on him. No diddy. He should be getting these buckets. That's what pisses me off, to be honest with you. And like you said, there are a small number of guys that could have stopped Luka there. And I would say that's Kawhi, that's peak Bron, that's peak Jordan,
Scottie Pippen,
peak Scottie, Kobe potentially could stop him there. That's only 5 guys so far. I guess if you want to give it to Sidney Moncrief.
Would you throw GP in there?
I'll throw GP in there. I'll throw GP in there. D-Wade's not stopping him. D-Wade's a phenomenal defender. Drew Holiday's not stopping him there. We're going to see that in the finals, too. Honestly. Bruce Bowen's not stopping him. Metal World Peace isn't stopping him in his peak.
I think.
And the Pacers.
Yeah, Metal World Peace might dive at the fucking ball.
Like, that's only 7 guys so far.
Yeah, not even 10 guys.
Maybe I'm missing people, but off the top of my head, that's only 7 guys, bro. Tony Allen's not stopping him. I love Tony Allen. That's one of my favorite fucking players ever. He's not stopping him. Absolutely not. He's not stopping him. That's what's pissing me off,
yeah,
bro.
Luka's way too big for Tony Allen.
That's the fucking problem. There's 7 guys in NBA history that could have stopped Luka from hitting that game winner. And we're clowning Gobert, who's 7'2". He has a DPOY 4 times for, like you said, anchoring the defense. This nigga made the Jazz look like a great fucking defensive team with Ricky Rubio, Donovan Mitchell, and Joe Ingles guarding the perimeter. Why? Because, like you said, altering every fucking shot when you come into the paint. He held that defense down.
Yeah.
He held that defense stupid down.
Nah, yeah.
Came to the Timberwolves and proved that fucking defense.
When I go back and I watch that Clippers series that they lost, that was really like a disgusting. Not from Rudy, from everybody else. That was like disgusting. And then all the blame went to Rudy. That shit was bad.
For whatever reason, bro, his peers don't respect him.
His peers don't like him.
Casual fans don't respect him. Even real NBA fans don't fucking respect him for some reason too. I don't know what it is.
I feel like this season I've grown a lot of respect for him.
Me too.
Just because
absolutely.
People don't understand how hard it is to be the anchor of a defense, and not only to be that, but to be that on the best team the best defensive team in the NBA. And he's basically like the quarterback of the defense. And he's holding all his guys accountable. And it showed for the entirety of the season. This Timberwolves team was fucking scary defensively, and Rudy Gobert is a big part of that. Yeah, it's really weird why a lot of fans don't like him, or a lot of his peers don't like him. Mm-hmm. Even Luka, after he hit that shot, he was like, "Motherfucker!" Yo, Luka was tight. Nah, he wasn't tight, but he was like, "Yo, I've been waiting for this."
He was offended though that nigga was guarding him.
He's like, "Can't guard me, motherfucker."
That European beef, nigga.
Yeah, that shit. He was like, I was speaking in Slovenian. That was hilarious.
My thing is, I'll say this about Rudy, bro, because we saw him, like I said, do it. Donovan Mitchell, Rubio, and Joe Ingles in front of him. The way that he can improve any team, I will say it right now, Gobert can make any team in the NBA into a top 5 defense. In the same way that a Luka could go on any team making them top 5 offense. Why is Gobert not getting the respect? Why not? Because were the Timberwolves even top 10 in defense the year before he got there? Fuck no. Absolutely not. They weren't. The Jazz, when his on and off numbers, as you saw, were terrible when he was off the floor.
Yeah.
It's no coincidence. You throw Gobert on the fucking Pacers to swap out Miles Turner, top 5 defense. You throw him on the Mavericks even, who they just lost to, top 5 defense. Switch him and Jarrett Allen, top 5 defense. Throw him on the Knicks, absolutely top 5 defense. Throw him on any fucking team, lottery team or fucking contenders, top 5 defense. He could go to the Pistons and make that shit a top 10 defense right now.
Yeah.
All jokes aside, he really could. We saw what he did with poor defenders in front of him before on the Jazz. He could do it again. He could go to the fucking Bulls and make them a top 10 defense right now. In the same way that a Luka could go to any team and make them a top 5 offense. You feel me? So it's like, why do we have to shit on this guy? Because in the playoffs, people hunt for mismatches like they do in every fucking playoff series for all of NBA history. What's the point? Why are we cooking this nigga for? What are we cooking him for? Your goal is to take him out the paint. That's the strategy. You take him out the paint because that's where he's the most effective. That's what it is. Just like you try to take away the paint from a guy like a John Morant. And you let him shoot. In the same way that you letting John Morant shoot, that you're letting a prime Westbrook shoot, the same way you're taking Gobert out the paint because that's where he's most effective. And that's what's been really fucking frustrating me for the past couple of weeks of discourse. Because it hasn't just been happening because of this series. It's also been happening because of the Nuggets series. Because they're like, oh, well, why can't he stop Jokic? It's fucking Jokic.
Yeah.
It's Jokic. Do we get on Kawhi for his DPOY in 2016 because KD was frying in that second round? That's ridiculous. No one said shit
Nobody
about
talks
Kawhi.
about that, yeah.
No one made fun of Kawhi and his defense and said he don't deserve DPOY that year. Nobody at all. Even when, and you could say, oh, well, that's earlier like Twitter. Even then, let's look at Marcus Smart when he won the DPOY, right? Got fried by Curry. Ain't nobody was like, take away his DPOY. That wasn't no trending thing. This shit happens to Gobert every fucking year. I'm low-key tired of it, and it's not even funny anymore. It's like, it's dried out. It's boring, bro. And like you said, I've grown to respect Gobert as well this past season. You feel me? Because before I was neutral on Gobert. I never clowned him. I was neutral on him. I'm like, he's cool. He's a good defender. I would say now I'm a fan of Gobert. Generally speaking, this season turned me into a fan of Gobert. And more people need to actually look at the game and not these fucking highlights. Like, look at the game winner, and you'll see how good of a defender Gobert is. You think if he was in a big market, people would respect his defense? Because, bro, with all due respect, we saw Nicholas Claxton get called the best defender in the NBA because he was surrounded by KD, Kyrie, and Harden, and he was in New York.
Yeah, and those motherfuckers are gone, and nobody talks about it.
And he even said, he commented on it. He was like, yeah, nobody wants to talk about my defense anymore because now everyone got traded. He said it himself. So you think if Gobert was on a Knicks, on a Heat, on a Lakers, that he would get more attention, like, well, respect? Because he gets the attention, but for the wrong reasons.
I mean, I think it depends on the team. The Lakers, I feel like the Lakers will be more of the same kind of. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, the defense will be better, but the second things don't go the way it is, the fingers going right to him.
They're gonna eat him alive. Pause.
I think with the Knicks, it'll be like he'll probably get respected, but I feel like more so just from our fan base and like, because I feel like I don't know we talked about this a few episodes ago. The Knicks are click shit, so he's probably gonna have a target on his back for that. But Tibbs just having that type of guy, that would just propel us to a different type of category.
I would kill for him, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, so that would be different. I mean, I think real basketball heads, they'll be like, whoa, like this is like,
disgusting.
You think he looked good with Minnesota? If you're on the Knicks, that's like a different. But with the Heat, I feel like he'll just be like quietly, like he's gonna take care of business, but I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of disdain towards his name
I don't want to
amongst
say
his
that.
peers.
Don't say with the Heat will be quiet because Heat fans are loud. Heat media is loud. Every time there's a trade rumor, first thing Heat.
That is true.
Me? So my thing is, when Bam was getting fried by Jokic, no one was cooking Bam. No one said he was a bad defender.
That's the thing. I'm like, I don't know where he could go where now he's getting his flowers.
I'm saying, like, I guess I should word it this way. Like, I feel like if he started somewhere else, I think he would get that respect. Because the Jazz are a small market, easy to clown them. And
like
the
he,
Timberwolves.
okay.
Like, if he started on a Miami Heat.
Oh, yeah,
we saw
yeah.
Hassan Whiteside get called a great defender. He was just getting blocks.
Yeah,
That's it. He wasn't no defender.
He tricked a lot of motherfuckers.
Yeah, so I'm saying he was tricking people into thinking that he's a good defender. And I was on Miami, and he was getting all that attention. Hassan Whiteside's not getting that attention if he was on the fucking Hornets.
That's probably what it is. He probably, if he started with like the Heat, it probably would be different.
Oh, yeah. If he started
because the Jazz are just like, whatever. And then
once they got going, it's like, all right, let's make fun of this nigga because now he's getting fried by bigger market teams.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Yeah, that's true. Because I remember, when was his first DPOY? Was it 27? No, that was
Draymond.
That was Draymond.
2018.
So it's probably 2018.
2018.
Yeah, because I remember the last Gordon Hayward year in Utah. That's when Steph Curry put him in the fucking.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is probably what it is. Because Utah was irrelevant for.
And he was also getting fried by Harden in the playoffs.
I think
back-to-back years. I think
after they made it to the playoffs with Al Jefferson in 2012, I think that last Gordon Hayward year was the first time they made it back.
Yeah.
And then they started getting relevant again with Donovan Mitchell.
They barely missed it. Kobe's last game.
Yeah, they almost made it. But
They missed it by this.
I think that's what it was. The Jazz were just irrelevant for mad long, and now they're coming up and like, oh, their defense is really good because of this guy. And I guess a lot of people are just like, it's the fucking Jazz, bro.
Yeah, it's the Jazz.
Get the fuck out of here.
LeBron even said it. We weren't picking the Jazz in the games.
Oh, yeah.
Like, damn, bro, is that really necessary?
Oh yeah, that's when they got picked last in Austin.
Yeah, that's when they got picked last, bro. Him and Donovan Mitchell. That shit was ridiculous. I don't know what was funny though, that or when KD was avoiding James Harden. That shit, yo, them back to back shit. I'm not gonna lie, I low-key missed the All-Star draft for that.
I remember when Jokic went up. He's
Yeah.
like, oh,
He's
he wasn't trying to get picked last.
yeah, he wasn't even the last guy.
That shit was funny.
No, he thought he was the last pick anyways. He didn't know
That was for the starters, right?
Yes. He didn't notice Sabonis was still there. That's what happened. So he walked up thinking he was the last pick. He's like, yo, don't even say my name. Like, I'm here. Fine.
Oh.
And he wasn't trying to disrespect Sabonis. That shit was fucking funny. Like, he didn't know that. He thought he was the last nigga on stage. But nah, yeah. All in all, though, in terms of Grizzlies, I said the Grizzlies, the Timberwolves. Shout out Nas Reed, too.
Yeah, big jelly.
Shout out Nas Reed for the start of the series. I mean, towards the end, not as hot as he started, but for the start of the season, shout out to him.
Yeah.
He was cooking at the start of the
That
series.
motherfucker was like he was like their second best player at some points in the series.
He was. I mean, unfortunately, Towns wasn't playing too well, and Ant-Man wasn't playing too well in certain stretches, and he was there to pick both of them up at the start of the series.
They wasted a good Nas Reed game in game 2.
They did.
Yeah.
They really could have won.
Yeah.
And honestly, I mean, we both said this was gonna go like 6 or 7. I know you said Mavs in 7, but Timberwolves in 6. I said Mavs in 6.
I'm not taking credit for this at all.
This should have been a fucking sweep. This really should have been a sweep.
Yeah, they went up 3-0. I was watching game 4 too, and I was like, the Mavericks had it. Like, there were moments where in game 4 where the Timberwolves were kind of gonna go away, and the Mavericks were stepping up and hitting big shots. Jaden Hardy was playing really good, giving them extra sparks off the bench.
Jeff's son, right?
2 different skin complexions, but okay.
One squad.
But Kyrie really struggled in that game, and Luka did his thing. I really thought the Mavs was gonna pull it out when Luka hit that 3 and he got fouled, but then he missed the free throw. I was like, damn, it was right there. But then even after that, I'm like, they gonna win the next game. Like, it didn't matter.
It didn't matter. You're gonna, mathematically speaking, you're gonna win the series no matter what.
Yeah, you're gonna win
Whether
when
it's
you go
in
up
7
3,
or whether it's in 5, you're gonna win that shit.
Yeah, because I know. I mean, they're supposed to think that they have a chance to come back, but just looking at the way the series played out, I was like, no shot. You guys are gonna win 4 games in a row.
You ain't seen Anthony Edwards was telling Micah Parsons. He was like, "Yeah, I'll bring you some shoes when I come back to Dallas." That nigga's home now.
Yeah,
he didn't even get the chance to come back to Dallas.
Yeah, I was like, bro, the way these games have gone. I was like, you guys are not winning 4 in a row. And it's crazy because my concern for the Timberwolves going into the playoffs was the late game offense. And they figured it out throughout the playoffs. But kind of came back to bite them in the Dallas series. And it wasn't even that they were that bad. It's just the Dallas Mavericks are just so much better in those late game situations.
Disgusting.
It's just, you have Luka Doncic and Kyrie. And I don't really think about Kyrie that much. I'm really more thinking about Luka.
And that's a problem because when you're in tunnel vision, like I gotta stop Luka.
Yeah,
this guy's over here frying you at the same time.
So when it's like 4 minutes left to go, and it's like a 4 or 5 point game, I'm not really confident in the other team. I'm like, okay, Dallas is gonna win this shit. I feel like to beat Dallas, you really gotta like punch them in the you got to be up like 13, or 15, with like 4 or 5 minutes left to go.
No. I'm gonna stop you right there. I will say this: you got to be up 20, because if you are down by 12 points and you're the Mavericks and you have 5 minutes, I'm still very confident you're gonna win.
Yeah, I literally saw in the bubble with a worse team, them down by 20 against the Clippers. And I just saw Luka in the corner like he wasn't even stressed. I'm like, they about to come back. And that was the game he hit the game winner. So I just
from the logo.
Yeah, so I'm like, so there's so much faith in Luka Doncic. And then bro, it's like another thing with the Rudy comments about the defensive shit. It's like, bro, Luka's really dissecting the entire shit. It's like he's not even worried about the nigga in front of him because he's pretty much gonna score on anybody. He's looking at Rudy coming up, everybody else pinching in, and Luka's probably one of a handful of guys that are gonna make the right pass. And he does it every time. He's gonna fake people out. He's probably going in. Rudy's thinking, oh, he's probably going to give it to the roller. Nope, I'm going to the corner. And that's it. PJ Washington's been hitting that shot all playoffs. In this series, he kind of struggled, but he hits the big ones. Like, there'd be games where PJ Washington's like 2 for fucking 8, but he'll hit that big one in the fourth quarter. Derrick Jones, he'll give you some good games. Yeah, and Josh Green, he'll hit an occasional. But, yeah, Luka's just so good at dissecting the defense and making the right reads that, like, it's kind of hard to stop. And then when you do kind of close out the corner shooters, there's Gafford, there's fucking Lively, and they're going to get a dunk. So it's like Luka's kind of just fucking playing around. He's like a fucking puppet master. He's controlling the whole shit.
He's a demon.
Yeah, he's a demon. So with that level of IQ, it's hard to stop. And it's a different level because Jokic has it too. But with Luka's a lot different because he has the ball at the perimeter and he's making those decisions. Jokic is doing it from the post, and he does it in an elite way, his way. But it's like LeBron and Luka are like the two guys that like they're like elite at doing it like from the perimeter, off the pick and roll, making the right decisions.
They like that, bro.
Yeah, they really like that.
They really fucking like that. Before we go into official analysis of each team in the finals, their current strengths, weaknesses, predictions as well. You know the NBA is more story driven than any other fucking league, any other sports league in the world, by far.
Yeah,
by far. The only narrative energy that could match the NBA is mid 2010s. Like just Messi versus Ronaldo, but even then, this is way more story driven.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of storylines just off the top of my head. I don't know if you have any because I kind of wrote some down in my notes as well. But there's a lot of fucking storylines here. The first one I want to go over with you is what this means for I don't think it should be a debate, but it's still a debate out there. The Luka versus Tatum debate. This is going to be a big fucking deal, bro, for whoever wins the championship. And with all due respect, no matter what, if Tatum wins and sweeps these niggas, I'm still rocking with Luka being the better player. Luka's the best player in the fucking world.
It's not even a question.
But this championship win for Luka was cemented by far.
Yeah, this championship for Luka would put him in. That motherfucker, to me, would just like, if they win the finals, he could retire right after the finals, and he'll be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Like, not even a question. And you could call me a glazer, but I remember like in his second year, midway through the season, I'm like, this motherfucker is like a legend already, and his fucking career hasn't even started. Yeah. But it's just the shit he was like projected to do, and he's doing it in fucking short. He's only 25. Yeah. This motherfucker just turned 25.
I'm not gonna lie, that you could say I'm right or wrong right here.
Yeah,
I think he is, if not the best, I think he is the second best fucking 25-year-old of all time.
What, behind LeBron?
Behind LeBron, because all due respect to Kobe had the championships. But I don't think he reached his peak at that time. Mm-mm. By 2003-ish, he did not reach his peak yet. He was great. But he was not no 5-time All-NBA first-team great.
Nah.
And even LeBron, by 25, had less fucking first-team All-NBA selections. That's insane to me.
Because I feel like Kobe's peak was like 06 to like 20.
His very best.
Yeah.
His very, very
2012,
best.
2012, I guess.
Yeah. I would even say... Yeah, you're right. 06. I was about to say 05. 06 to 2012. No, I'll give him 2013.
2013, yeah.
2013, he was an MVP
Yeah, 06
candidate.
to 2013. That was like his peak.
Yeah, those 7 years were his very best fucking 7 years. But with all due respect, Luka at 25 is better than Kobe at 25.
Nah, yeah, this resume is insane. Like,
It's disgusting. This is a resume any guy would kill for their career.
outside of his rookie year, this motherfucker's been All NBA first team. Every year.
Not All NBA first team. That is disgusting.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's either him or LeBron to be this great by the age of 25, because Mike was only in year 3 by the time he was 25.
Yeah.
Because he had all them college years.
And then he had the broken foot in year 2.
Exactly. And you could say that for all like the older time guys who really played college like that, because of how much time they played in college, they weren't as great as Luka at the age of 25. Kobe wasn't as great as Luka by the age of 25. Any of these newer guys that did one and done, they're not as great as Luka.
I'm trying to think of Tim Duncan's first 5.
How many years did he do? 2 or 3?
In what, college?
Yeah.
He was there for all 4.
Oh, I thought he did 3 years.
I'm about to look at
No, yeah, for his mom. He said for his mom he was going to finish college.
Because I know Tim Duncan was All NBA as a rookie.
Of course,
so
he was MVP candidate.
his first 5 years would be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 02. That motherfucker was All NBA his first 5 years.
How old was he? By 02.
By 02, he was 25. He came into the league at 21 years old.
Damn.
Yeah. I guess him and Tim Duncan.
It's him, Tim Duncan, and LeBron.
This nigga was Rookie of the Year, All NBA first team 5 times, MVP in 02.
Yep.
And he won a chip in his second
But
year.
Luka should have won MVP. That's the only thing that sucks.
Yeah,
He
he
should
got
have
robbed.
won MVP.
What I will say is, if they win this shit, I think he's winning next year. Like, it's gonna be like
He should.
It's gonna be a here nigga, damn, but you earned it.
Yeah, now we respect you because you got a championship.
It won't be like Embiid's. Embiid was like, here nigga, damn, like you've been
shut the
crying,
fuck up.
like shut
Yeah,
the fuck
you
up.
crying, nigga.
This would be like all right.
And Embiid's MVP is like my dog whining for some shit on the table. I'm like, here, nigga, take that fucking piece of chicken. Leave me alone.
Yeah, I think Lucas was like,
bro, you deserved it the past couple of years. Ain't gonna lie. Jokic kind of edged you out 2 times. But like, here's the one you still playing at the same level you did last year.
be like, we'll give it to you.
You deserved it last year, but we'll give it to you this year.
Yeah,
That's how it is.
yeah. It's like when Kobe was on was doing those Twitter. You remember when?
Oh, the Mamba challenges?
Yeah, the Mamba challenges. Like, what do I have to do?
Corny. Who was it that asked for one and got ignored?
I forgot.
I forgot who it was, but it was like a bigger name player. I forgot who it was, but someone was like, yo, what's my Mamba challenge? I had Kobe nigga got ignored. I forgot who it was. I gotta check.
I could just imagine Kobe like.
There was one. I think maybe it was DeRozan. It was like so vague, and I guess it was just personalized. It was like, oh, reconnect with the old friend. I'm like, nigga, that's a Mamba challenge? What? To call up the homie from 5th grade?
Who was it that he said win MVP?
Giannis.
It was Giannis.
If I'm not mistaken.
But that's what this feels like. It's like, oh, win the chip.
That shit was I know we got on topic. That was the craziest dick sucking I've seen on NBA Twitter. Niggas really said, and you had real NBA players begging for Mamba challenges.
I remember
and
that.
getting ignored. That is crazy.
Like I don't know. Lou Williams asking for Mamba challenges. I don't know.
That's fucking corny. Me personally, I would ask for the King's Quest. That sounds way cooler. I go lie. But nah, yeah, Luka, a championship for him right here. We're gonna get to the Tatum side. Would mean a fucking lot for him.
I'm looking at LeBron's first 5 years.
3-time All NBA, I think.
So his
but
first,
it wasn't first.
It would be
team.
what, from 03 to 07?
No, 07.
Oh,
he was
08,
22,
08.
nigga.
Yeah, 08.
Oh wait. Am I bugging? He was 25 in 08? We talking about? He was 25 in 09.
Nah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He was born in
Damn.
84. Remember, he had mad
because
time.
I wasn't even thinking about 25. I was just thinking about first five.
First 5 years?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking like age 25.
Yeah. Okay, so I got to hear back.
It would be technically 09, 10, because by the end of 2010, he's 25.
Damn, he was All NBA first team 4 times.
So you could just take his whole first cast stint.
Basically, yeah. Yeah. And then 2-time MVP. Yeah, it's literally Luka, Tim Duncan, LeBron.
And order it however you want to.
Yeah.
Because with all due respect, you could put in any order, I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah, Tim Duncan's is fucking impressive though.
Yeah, he got the championship.
He got the
Only
championship
one out of the
and
three
MVP.
with the championship.
Damn, if Luka had the MVP, it probably would have been.
time.
It would be them too.
It would just be them two.
Yeah.
It would literally just be them two. And Brian got the most MVPs out of them because Timmy won his second one at 26.
Yeah.
But this is a disgusting resume. Like I said, any NBA player would kill for this career in general. Not even by 25. In general, if you retired with this type of career at 37, you're a fucking I almost said All NBA. You're a fucking Hall of Famer First ballot.
Yeah.
5-time All-NBA first team, 5-time All-Star. That is insane, bro. And you've seen the graphic. More All-NBA first teams than, who was it? Curry, Westbrook. Who are some other niggas? Curry, Westbrook. It was just mad heads. You feel me? D-Wade.
Harden?
I don't know.
I really don't know.
Maybe. Perhaps. I'll have to check. But it's like all these greats. And I kind of asked you, like, do you think it's I don't want to say undeserved, but would you say it was more of niggas in the past getting screwed over?
Of his All-NBA first teams?
Yeah. Of like, because Curry only has 4, for example.
Oh.
You think it's more of a... Because I'm not going to lie. This is more impressive than doing it back then. Because back then it was about positions. You feel me? This is 5 best. Is the 5 best. He's legitimately one of the 5 best.
And even
players.
when it was by position, he was still there.
He was still there. So he did it in both
You
eras.
still have a good chunk, like a 4-year chunk of him still doing it.
You still have the sample size of him doing it as being the best guard and then now one of the best 5 fucking players in the world.
Do I think Curry got fucked over? No. Curry's first breakout year, he was All-NBA 3rd team, I believe, maybe.
12, 13? Was he All-NBA?
I don't know. To be honest.
Maybe or maybe not.
If I had to guess, I would have said
you had CP3, Westbrook, Harden. CP3, Westbrook.
I remember
Harden.
he got snubbed for the All-Star. So maybe
he got snubbed for All-Star, but I don't think he got snubbed for All-NBA.
Yeah, he wasn't All-NBA. And then 13, 14, he was All-NBA 2nd team.
And then MVP.
So he was 1st team. Damn,
Westbrook.
the first KD year, he was 2nd team.
Because, you got to remember, Harden and Westbrook.
Yeah, Harden and Westbrook.
17, 18 would have been Harden, but did he make first team?
Who, Curry?
Yes.
Nah,
17,
Curry was
18.
3rd team that year.
Damn. Who the fuck finished above him?
That was 17, 18?
That would have been
Dame.
That's not Isaiah Thomas.
Dame was first team. Yeah.
It's not no Kyrie.
Nah.
Kyrie wasn't making that shit.
It had to be Dame and Harden as the guards.
And he made 2nd team, you said, or 3rd?
I think he made 3rd.
So then I'm saying, who's the other 2 guards ahead of him?
Guards.
It's not John Wall, because John Wall was hurt that year.
Westbrook and DeRozan. I was not expecting that.
Niggas thought DeRozan was better than Curry that year?
That's fucking hilarious.
I was going to guess Jimmy Butler because I was the year that he carried the Timberwolves.
Oh, shit.
We good. Don't even worry about it. That's the year he carried the Timberwolves. But, what's it called? For it to be DeRozan is low-key blowing me right now. I'm not going to lie. That's a mess.
I think that is because they were the number 1 seed that year.
They did win a lot, but still.
And you want to know what DeRozan's stats were that year?
27, right?
No, not even. Less than 25.
What year was it they averaged 27? 16, 17? He had a really good year.
I think that was 16, 17, yeah. This year, 17, 18, DeRozan averaged 23 flat.
This is when they were the 1 seed, though.
Yeah.
But they didn't even win 60.
3.9 rebounds, 5.2 assists.
3.9 rebounds?
Yeah.
And that nigga 6'6"?
Yeah. And then Curry averaged 26.4, 5.1 rebounds, 6.1 assists.
Yeah, they hold that nigga. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not even a Curry fan. They hold him.
Yeah, he got fucked to that.
But
he should have been 2nd team.
In terms of first team, though, and you said that was Westbrook, Harden again.
17, 18 was Dame, Harden.
I respect that because Dame played really fucking good that year as well.
Yeah, that was Dame. That was, yeah.
I think Curry got the ones that he got because a lot of people forget, like, a lot of people on Twitter were mad. A lot of people forget that Curry wasn't really like that. So he was in the league for 6 years already. He didn't make his All-NBA first team, an All-NBA team at all until his, like, 5th, 6th year. You feel me? Luka was All-NBA his 2nd year. His 2nd fucking year. He was averaging 28. Like a demon.
Yeah. I don't 28, 9 and 8 or some shit.
I don't blame him. I understand. Maybe you think Curry deserves a little bit more first team selections. That's fine, but that don't take away from how great Luka has been so far.
I think Curry got the ones he got. Because we could walk down like memory lane. Like you got 14, 15, his first MVP year. Yeah, he got that. 15, 16, he got that. 16, 17, that was Westbrook's MVP year. And Harden
was a demon.
So he was out. And plus you had Kevin Durant, who's going to take some of the spotlight.
17, 18 was probably his best chance. But he should have at least been 2nd.
He should have been 2nd team. I think he was first team for 18, 19.
I believe so.
I think he was. 19, 20, he only played 5 games.
Hurt.
2021, I think he was first team. because I think he led the league in scoring that year.
Correct. He beat out Bradley Beal.
Yeah, I think he averaged like 32.
21-22 now.
21-22.
Luka.
Yeah, he didn't get it. And then actually no. So how many did we give him? 14, 15, 15, 16,
18, 19.
18, 19, 20, 20. Okay, 2020. Yeah, so he has 4, right? Yeah, so
21-22, he didn't really deserve it. I know he won a championship, but he didn't deserve first team that year.
yeah.
Was that the first year of positionless, or was that last year?
First year positionless. I thought the first year positionless was this year.
No, it was last year.
It
last
was?
Year was no positions, bro.
Oh shit.
I'm not mistaken.
I thought it was this season.
No, unless I'm.
So
betting.
that means Jokic and Embiid made first team last year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember?
Okay.
So that's what I think last year was the first year it was positionless.
All right, but yeah, because I remember that whole dilemma where like, damn, one of them's gonna have to go to second team.
To be honest, and I don't even like Embiid, but he should not have been on second team. Yeah, Kurt, you got him all right. Now I'm impressed, Justin. You got him all right. 21-22 is all NBA second team.
Damn, Jokic was second team last year. Yeah, I think that shit did start this year.
Damn, I thought it was last year.
Yeah, because Jokic was second team last year.
And they didn't both make it?
Nah. Last year, first team was Shea, Luka, Tatum, Embiid, and Giannis.
Shout to Giannis.
Yeah. So I think this is the first year where it's positionless.
I know people hate the all-time ranking shit. I love the all-time ranking shit, me personally. Where does Luka rank all-time with a ring at 25 years old? 5 All-NBA first teams, 5 All-Stars. Mind you, this is without the MVP that is basically guaranteed.
MVP would be like another.
That's just cherry. That's really just a cherry.
I feel like he would be like top 20.
Top 20?
Top 25-ish. Where do we rank Kawhi Leonard?
Kawhi Leonard's not on top 25, with all due respect. Kawhi Leonard, for example, just guys in that range, he's not better than Dirk. He's not better than KG. I wouldn't say he's better than D-Wade. And those are all guys who are like floating in that area. You feel me? Do you think Kawhi Leonard is better than Charles Barkley?
No.
Exactly. He's floating in that area too. For me personally, obviously, it's your own personal preference. Then you got guys in the teens like Durant, Curry, Oscar Robertson, Kobe, Julius Erving, Moses Malone. Kawhi's not no top 25.
Nah, yeah.
I might give Luka top 30 though, all time, if he wins a
It's
championship
just
right now.
Luka's resume is
It's filthy. That's what I'm saying.
crazy. Because I know some people have Kawhi Leonard like top 25. I'm like,
Then they don't know anything about
because I'm
basketball
like,
before 2010.
if that's the case, I'm like, Luka would be ahead of him
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
just based off the resume alone.
He's not top 25, Justin.
Nah, yeah, Luka would probably be like
Isaiah Thomas is floating in that sphere. He's better than Kawhi Leonard.
yeah, motherfuckers forget about Isaiah Thomas.
I never forget about that.
Him and Curry are the only like small guards to win the chip
For now.
But Luka will probably be, I feel like maybe late 20s, early 30s top.
Yeah, I'll give him top 30, 35. Honestly. I have no problem putting him top 35 with the championship right now. Because I'm still just thinking of guys who may still be ahead of him. I mean, is he better than Karl Malone with the championship?
I would take Luka over Karl. I know that sounds crazy.
Kind of close though.
But Karl Malone was a two-time MVP.
Third time all time in scoring.
Yeah.
2 MVPs, like you said, 2 finals appearances. Yeah, he lost, but pretty impressive fucking career. Hey, he has a fuckload of All-NBA. He has the longevity.
Yeah. But I'm just like,
It'll be a debate.
I'm just thinking like that motherfucker walked in that bitch with John Stockton, and they was a tandem for a decade.
Speaking of him, is he better than John Stockton with the ring?
Yes.
Luka
walked in.
He is.
Luka walked in that bitch by himself with Dennis Smith Jr. and fucking Dirk on his last leg. And Luka said, "Nigga, this is my shit." And by year fucking 2, took him to the fucking playoffs.
Took Tim Hardaway Jr. to the playoffs.
Yeah, like those Mavericks.
And Porzingis was there the first year, or was he there the bubble and missed 21, or the other way around? Which one? Porzingis was there for the bubble, right?
He got hurt in like the first or second game,
but he played.
Yeah, he played.
I don't think he played at all 21. Or am I tripping?
21, he did play
The whole thing.
on the playoffs, yeah, he
There's
did.
one.
I remember.
There's one that he barely played, and one that he played the full series. I'm trying to remember which one it was.
I think the 21 he played the full series.
He played the full
20,
one. 20 he didn't really play like that.
But I'm like, bro, Luka walked in this shit like, yo, Luka had me thinking like Dorian Finney-Smith was like an untouchable player. Like that's how good Luka is.
Now,
and now we don't even speak on that. Now
I do. I talk about Dorian Finney-Smith all season. You know why? Under
That's-
1.5 threes, and that shit always hits. He'll take like 7 of them. That's the only shots he takes, and he's gonna miss them.
Nah, yeah, bro. Luka had me thinking like,
That should be plus too.
Luka had me thinking like, you can't trade Dorian Finney-Smith. Seth Curry has to stay on this team.
Young Brunson.
Young Brunson. Yo, I remember I was like, third year Brunson. I was like, him and Luka could be a tandem.
They could have been. Yeah. Plans change. Yeah. And for good reason, plans change. But to be fair though, I mean, because I remember he was tight on the JJ Redick podcast when about Brunson leaving. But hey, man, everything happens for a reason. You know, Mavs fans will be happy with a ring. I'm sure they're happy with the finals appearance. We're happy with what we got. I'll say that much. But Luka, I would say 100% top 40 player with a championship. Maybe top 35, maybe top 30. I would have to look at the list. But just off naming the guys that are ahead of him, I will still take some of those guys. Like Isaiah Thomas, respectfully, I would still take his career over Luka's. I would take D Wade over him. I would take KG, Dirk, Oscar Robinson, KD, a couple of guys. Dr. J, Julius Erving, Moses Malone, Charles Barkley. But even then, like, he's going to get there. 100%. By the time he finishes his career, bona fide top 20, I would love to see him break into top 10. I'm not going to make any guarantees, though. Because big man from Serbia, too, could break into the top 10 as well. I've said that before on this podcast.
To me, those are the top 2 guys in the
Those are going to be the guys who have the most potential to cement themselves as all-time guys.
I see, for me personally, them two are like 1A, 1B.
Mm-hmm. I feel bad for Giannis too, because he's kind of getting forgotten in these. Because when Giannis won, we were having these discussions as well. Yeah. But he gotta pick it up, bro. He gotta get back into his shit.
He got to. The injuries the last 2 years.
Yeah, it's solely because of injury. I think if he played this year, I think he'll be in the finals right now. To be honest with you, if he was in the playoffs, I'm sorry, we would have lost to the Bucks. I know I kept saying we would beat the Bucks out of confidence. There's potential we would have lost to the Bucks because of all the injuries that we had.
Yeah. I think the Celtics would beat the Bucks though.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I think so.
Jayson Tatum's not guarding him. Porzingis is out. Al Horford is not guarding Giannis like that. We're not doing that. They could limit Dame. They're not gonna limit Cash Money Chris Middleton. They're not gonna limit Giannis. That's what I'm gonna say right now.
I don't know. The Bucks have just been pretty mid all year.
We're not doing that, Justin. We're not doing that.
Nah, I think the Celtics would have took care of them.
We spent a lot of time glazing Luka though.
Yeah, Luka glaze.
What does a championship do for Tatum though? I would say like Luka winning a championship would be just another thing to prop him up. I feel like for Tatum and his fans, this would just be something more like a release off your shoulders.
I feel like for Tatum, it's a different.
It's a different type of prop up.
It's a different prop up, and not only that, he has. It's like this is like the summer homework where it's like you have a different.
You have a different assignment.
You have a different assignment than Luka, because we all know Luka. Like if they win, he's undoubtedly Finals MVP. He's probably averaging damn near a triple double, and the rest will take care of itself. Jayson Tatum, not only does he have to win the finals, he has to be the Finals MVP.
Thank you, because that was the next storyline I was going to go into. Will he even win Finals MVP?
He has to win. Like, if he wants like all of the chatter on his name to go away, he has to win the Finals MVP.
So let's combine those storylines. You continue with that, though.
Yeah, because if they win and he's been... Let's say they win and he's been like kind of cool, and Jaylen Brown was the Finals MVP. Mm-hmm. I feel like the conversation around his name kind of stays the same. I think it stays the same.
As it should.
I think the only way he would need like the narrative to change, he would have to be the Finals MVP, and he'd have to really outperform like his fucking teammates and do that. But yeah, that's what comes with the territory. Like, you want to be a superstar, you want to be in the conversation with these guys. That's what you have to go out and do. Do I think he could do it? yes, but we're also having this conversation that he probably like there's a possibility that Jaylen Brown could win it too. So that's up in the air. But yeah, it's really that simple. I'm not gonna say it's simple, but like that's really the task for him. Because for him and Luka, you guys have different fucking booklets, like different assignments. Tatum, you have to not only win it, but you have to be the Finals MVP and be. I can't even say the best player in the series because I feel like that's even if you win, I don't even think you'll be better than Luka. You just have to be the best guy on your team if you guys win.
Let me play devil's advocate though. I'm gonna be a Tatum Celtics fan for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Why does he have to be Finals MVP if we respect Curry for only having one Finals MVP?
I think with Curry,
he was still respected after 2015, and he didn't win that shit.
Nah, yeah, but I think with Curry, we saw that playoff run, like the shit that he did as like the main guy, and like undoubtedly so. He's been cooking. Like we saw when they went down 2-1 to the Grizzlies, we're like, oh, they're in trouble.
I was so excited.
They're in trouble.
Tony Allen fan, I was excited.
And then Stephen Curry cooked them, put that shit to bed. Same thing in the Houston series, cooked them, put them to bed, and then he struggled. I know they put Dellavedova on him. He struggled, but then right after that, he answered the call and he did his thing, and the shit translated into the next season. Yeah. Came out the gate, he averaged 30. Motherfucker wasn't even playing in fourth quarters.
30.1. Don't forget the point one.
But this is a little bit different because the entire season we've been talking about how Tatum's not really taking that initiative as being like the guy that's like, all right, guys, get on my back. I'm the best player on the team, and let's do this. We've seen contributions from Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Drew Holiday, fucking Al Horford just hit fucking 7 threes in a game. Like, what the fuck? Peyton Pritchard's been playing really good ball. Fucking Sam Hauser, like, he's playing ball. Like, the motherfucker, I never would have thought this motherfucker would be contributing. But,
Whoa, respect Sam Hauser. They hit 11 threes in the game, I think it was, before he got hurt.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Respect him.
Sam Hauser, fucking Luke Cornett, like, you're getting contributions from, like, everybody else without Tatum having to
Jordan Walsh.
He hasn't really played.
You said Luke Cornett, nigga. At this point, we might as well just say everybody.
But yeah, you've been getting the Celtics have been getting contributions from like everybody in this run, and like there's some nights where like, bro, the first round, fucking Derek White was going crazy. Second round, it was Jaylen Brown was low key going crazy, and then third round, I mean Tatum had picked it up. He started to pick it up like
Who won Conference MVP though?
Jaylen Brown.
Thank you. Brown Hive up.
Tatum did pick it up like towards the end of the Cavs series, and he didn't. I'm not gonna lie, the Pacers series was probably his best series so far in this playoffs. But that's really why Curry gets the respect more than Tatum does, because Tatum just has all this help around him.
100%, 100%. And again, that's a perfect segue into the next conversation of is he even gonna win Finals MVP? And me personally, like I've been saying all season, there's clips about it. If the Celtics do win, I hope the only saving grace from the Celtics winning is we could repost that clip of me saying in the playoffs this is Jaylen Brown's team. Because for them to win this championship, Jaylen Brown has to be the fucking guy. Like I said a couple months ago, JT, do your thing from October to April. But when it's the middle of April, all the way to June, this is JB's team. Absolutely so. If you want to fucking win. Because we saw what happened in the finals the last time they were both there. They're more seasoned now. They know what they're doing. They're more experienced. They have a lot more help around them. Guess what? I would still say Jaylen Brown is going to win Finals MVP if the Celtics win this championship. Barring any injuries to any of the guys.
I kind of disagree with that. What I will say, I think I'll counter it by saying that Tatum has to be the best player to win this series. But from what I've seen in this playoffs, I think Brown is probably your best option to close at the end of games.
Absolutely, which is what I've been saying
because
all season.
Tatum, so far, he's made tremendous strides as a playmaker. Like he's been really good at that. The offense has been running through him a lot. He's doing tremendous job defensively, being switchable, being very versatile defensively. He could kind of get you through the first like 3.5 quarters doing his thing. But from this playoff run specifically, Jaylen Brown has been that guy down the stretch. Not only getting fucking block shots in close games, hitting that big shot. We saw him in game 1 hit that big shot. I think they could win with. Because what I see mostly with these two is they kind of pick each other up. Jaylen Brown does a good job of like, all right, Tatum doesn't have it going right now. I'm going to step up. Vice versa. If Jaylen Brown doesn't have it going, Tatum will step up. But I think they could coexist in a world where Tatum is hot to start the game. And I think Jaylen Brown could finish it. He could finish it. Like, maybe if Jaylen Brown doesn't have it going at the start of it, as long as they keep it close, I think Jaylen Brown could do his thing in the fourth quarter. Because at this point in time, I think I trust Brown a little bit more to close the game.
A little bit?
Because Tatum's 3-point shot isn't falling this postseason. But I do trust him to be kind of like that other point guard. Because Jrue Holiday, I feel like Jrue Holiday right now, they're like, yo, just go out there and be a dog. And be ready for shots. Same, and this is a 5-out team where you have Tatum kind of making those decisions, and he's been doing a good job doing it. So I trust him with the ball in his hands, making decisions like throughout the entirety of the game. But when it comes down to like the ending of it, and we got to go tie this game up, I think Jaylen Brown in that spot is really gonna excel. So I mean, at that point, I don't know what the Finals MVP is gonna look like just based off that, but
I'll give it to JB. If you close out every fucking game,
it's gonna be close.
Because let's be real, if they both play up to their standard, that means they're both averaging 26, 27 points, right? Whatever. Yeah, you're both averaging the same amount of points, but what's gonna make the difference to me is if JB is getting most of them points from closing out.
Oh yeah,
then I'm giving it to him. If they're having the same shit, I'm giving it to JB for closing out the fucking games.
Yeah, if they both play up to standard, and it comes down to that. Because I think that's what really came down to the conference finals.
Yeah, they had similar stats, but look who fucking closed out the games.
I think Tatum averaged like 30, 11, and 6. And he had more total points, more total rebounds, more total assists. But if you go back and watch, Jaylen Brown was not only more efficient, but he was the one in the clutch that was like making all the plays. So I think if it's that close, they're probably going to give it to the guy that's like finishing these games. So it's a possibility. I mean, yeah. So I think Tatum would just have to be he would just have to like, even if Brown wins it, you can't look at it like, fuck, I failed. Like, you really have to like.
I'm gonna give him shit. I'll say that much. I'm still gonna get.
It's because I'm thinking about like all time motherfuckers. Because like, I know Cedric Maxwell won a Finals MVP
over Bird.
Mm-hmm. James Worthy won a Finals MVP over Magic. Joe Dumars won a Finals MVP over Isaiah Thomas. I think this tandem, they're good enough where like one guy could win 1 year and the other one could win. I think they're like that type of tandem that they could do that. I wouldn't necessarily give Tatum shit, but I know a lot of other people would. But
Jordan from the J&J podcast.
Yeah.
Another thing too, though, to know.
But you could really pop your shit if they win and Tatum averages like 21 on a shit efficiency
and turnovers,
and Brown averages like 20. Then by all means, go ahead. But if they're both averaging like 29 a game,
I'm whipping my shit out on camera. You're gonna have to censor it in the editing. I'm dead ass.
But if they're both averaging 29 a game and Brown gets a slight edge just for being more clutch, I'm not gonna harp on Tatum like you sucked. Like, I'm not gonna do that.
But what about this? Wouldn't this be questionable for you? Because you said one can win 1 year, the other one can win the next. What if JB wins this year
and they never go back?
They never do it again? Is that not a question mark for Jayson Tatum?
Probably will be.
Obviously, that's looking far into the future. The man's got 10 other years of his career, but nothing's guaranteed, even in the East.
Yeah, nothing's guaranteed.
Nothing's guaranteed. You could still lose to fucking Miami or whatever team comes up next. You feel me? Or you could keep going to the finals and you keep fucking losing. That could always happen too. But it would be a big ass question mark in my opinion if Jaylen Brown wins now and you never win the fucking finals again. And that's the only thing. That's why if I'm Tatum, my thing is let me get this shot out the way now, because maybe I might never be here ever again.
Yeah. Best case scenario for Tatum is like
win that shit now.
You win that. It's either you win that shit or if you lose, you better go out like fighting. Like
no, losing. No, you have to win. You have to. We're not starting that. You know why? Because from the start of the season, it was they have to go to the finals. Yeah. They're gonna go to the finals. I didn't pick them to go to the finals. I'm not gonna lie. I remember I picked The Bucks versus the Lakers. I was horribly wrong, right?
When did we do that episode?
Off season.
I think I might have picked the Bucks too, but I think after they got Holiday, then I switched. I was like, the Celtics going to the finals.
Yeah, that was right before the Drew Holiday trade.
I probably had the Bucks too in that.
So we both had the Bucks. I had versus the Lakers. I think maybe you had versus the Nuggets. I could be wrong, but I know
I had the Nuggets.
I had Bucks versus Lakers. Of course, extra trade, of course, injuries as well to Giannis and Dame and Middleton changed things. However, going back to my main point though, these guys were expected to win the championship by the time Drew Holiday got there, right? At minimum, finals. To be honest with you, finals isn't good enough. You have to win a championship. You're already here in 2022. You have to fucking win. You have to win. And that's the thing. Celtics fans are like, why are we the only ones who have all this pressure? You've made it to 6 conference finals since Tatum's been drafted here. 7 since Brown was drafted here. I would have to go back and count, but I know for a fact only 2 times they didn't go to the conference finals together.
That was 19 and 21.
Correct. 2019 when Kyrie had the meltdown versus the Bucks. 2021, which was
Jaylen Brown was hurt.
And KD and them 1-5. I almost said swept them boys. They 1-5.
Yeah.
But every other time you got into the conference finals or also the finals in 2020 and 2022, right? You have to win because when we're saying, oh, their offensive rating, defensive ratings ranks here and here all time, point differential ranks here all time. You have to win. You have to win the fucking championship.
Yeah, I think
when you win 60-something games and you however many games above the second place, I think it's 14 games above second place. You have to win the fucking championship. When you're playing the team, every team in the playoff is missing their best player, and you get to the finals, you have to win the fucking championship. I don't make the rules, especially when all you guys are healthy except Porzingis. Well, guess what? You still have
he should be
a
back
phenomenal 4 guys. He's not gonna be the same though, all due respect. But you still have 4 phenomenal dudes on the court with you.
I'm like, damn, how much time that nigga need? He missed the whole second and third.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
yeah,
damn.
like,
and you got a week off before the finals.
His pussy hurts. Let him be. Let him be. But that's my only thing. I don't want to go into this thing where it's like you go down swinging if Tatum averages 35 but loses without giving respect. Nigga, you gotta win. If Luka, like you said, different assignments. Luka averages 35 and goes down swinging. I'm respecting that. You feel me? They're a 50-win team. They won only 50 games flat. They were not no top 3 seed. They have not had home court advantage in any series. Not in one single series they had home court advantage. And they got this far. And his all-star help is just Kyrie Irving. And the role players are good, as we've seen in the playoffs. But going into the playoffs, you can't tell me, nobody can tell me, not even Mad fans can tell me, PJ Washington was going to be this fucking good, be this fucking talented. Daniel Gafford and Lively are going to be this fucking good where Derek Lively doesn't even miss a field goal in the Western Conference Finals. No one could predict it. No one could have predicted that, Justin. Meanwhile, for the Celtics, Tatum, Brown, Derek White, Drew Holiday, even a hobbled Kristaps Porzingis. That's a big fucking deal. That's a lot of help. That's a lot of talent on one team. And they're deep. And that's the thing. They have a talented starting 5 and they're deep. They're a very fucking deep team. You have to win. I'm not giving him that you average 45 points in the finals. Yeah, nigga, I said it. 45 points in the finals and lose. I'm not respecting that shit. You can average 60. I'm not respecting that shit. You should fucking win this finals. And you could say that's unfair expectations, so on and so forth. This team has been built and retooled in so many different ways and still been going to the conference finals and going this far. At this point, I'm tired of this shit of, oh, at least he did this fucking good. You got to win this time around. And I love that. I love that comparison you made of different fucking homework for summer school. I didn't even know about that, to be honest. I've never been to summer school. Nigga, you been to summer school?
Yeah.
Ooh, nigga. Nope, there's only one scholar on the show.
I wasn't even saying summer school. I was doing you know how
you said summer school.
I said summer something.
Oh, summer homework.
Yeah, because you know how before you go to the next grade, the teacher will give you like, oh, you got to do this packet before the first day.
Do this fucking math packet for whatever reason. Nah, I know exactly what you mean. Nah, I thought you meant summer school. But damn, nigga exposed himself for no reason. Yeah. Only one scholar on the show, but that's 50%. That's 50% of the show. But yeah, I'm not giving him that. The next thing the next storyline I kind of want to go into is revenge. Revenge for Kyrie Irving. More so for him, and low-key revenge for Porzingis. They both going back against their former teams. You know how much this means? I would say this means so much more for Kyrie Irving. I understand Porzingis. He didn't go out ugly, but as he revealed in the JJ Redick podcast, like he even admitted that he was immature and he at some points wanted it to be his team. He wanted more shit run for him. But for Kyrie, though, this is a big fucking deal if he takes down the Celtics. And I want him to win so badly.
It's also a Dwight Powell revenge.
Niggas talking about Dwight Powell. Nigga, nobody cares about Dwight Powell.
He started with the Celtics.
It doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't matter. No one gives a shit. Was the Suns versus Mavs Jay Crowder revenge because he started off for the fucking Mavs? No one gives a shit about that. And Jay Crowder's way better than Dwight Powell.
Oh man, nah, it's because I saw on Twitter it was Dwight Powell in the Celtics jersey.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, and they're like, I think it was Dom 2K. He's like, don't forget it's his revenge too.
No one gives a shit, Dom 2K. Damn, no one gives a fuck about this nigga.
That shit was funny.
Nah, I'm excited for the revenge stories too, but especially on the Kyrie side because them fans hate him. And I want him, I hope they win. I ain't gonna lie, I hope they win in 5 or 7 for the sole purpose of after they win, they'll be in Boston and that nigga stomp Unlucky again. That shit will go so stupid, I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know if he'll stomp on it again.
He should.
But I remember, I just saw the clip because they just reposted it, like when they played in Boston. I forgot what, I don't know if it was a regular season, but when he was like...
Yeah. No, that was the playoffs.
That was the playoffs?
That was the first round.
Yeah, that shit.
All those antics.
That was
of him
game 1, right? Was that the game where he torched them?
1 and 2. So that shit happened in both games where they were like bitching at him.
Because I remember, game 1 he had like 39. I remember, but
they lost unfortunately.
Yeah, they got swept.
Game 1 was that like ballerina Tatum game winner layup, right?
Yeah, he had that
game 2.
That was game 1. He had that spin layup to win the game.
That shit, I'm not gonna lie, I don't even like Tatum, but that was nasty.
That shit was
I
fire.
gotta admit that. Yeah. But my thing is, I really want Kyrie to shut them Boston fans up for good. That should be fun. Picture this, right? I need you to picture this, Justin. Game 7. It's like 91-91. Mavs got the ball. Luka actually gives it up to Kyrie. Kyrie tween. Breaks down Drew Holiday. Makes a deep 3, kind of like the one that he did in 2016. Buzzer beater. Goes to half court. Just goes like this on top of that would be a Hall of Fame moment. You think they'll try to take away his? You can't even take away the championship because he earned that shit, but he definitely eating like a $500,000.
That motherfucker is 32 years old doing that shit. I could see Kai Jones doing that shit.
To be fair, he was doing that shit. Remember when he was streaming on Twitch to GTA? He's like, Kyrie, you can't cool. Shut up, cockroaches. Yeah. That was like 2 years ago, nigga. So he said he's 32 now. Bro, he was 30 doing that shit. If I'm him, I would do that. If I hit a game winner in Boston game 7, I'll dead stand over Lucky. I'll be like that. I'll dead just go like that. I'll be like, just like that, sad nigga, and walk off the court.
I don't know.
And I'll go like this. I'll be like, suck my dick to the crowd. If I'm Kyrie Irving with the way that they was treating him, call him the hard R too. Yeah, I would do that shit if I was him.
I don't know. I just feel like Kyrie so far, and this, I don't know if he's tricking us, but he looks like he's walking with a different pep in his step. Like
100%. He's a different man.
He looks more at peace. I don't think he's. If this was 2 years ago, hell yeah, I
still want him to do it.
I don't know, but just from what I've seen in this playoffs, I feel like he's like all about business. Like
yeah, but I'm gonna cut you off because of this. He's been all about business, but this is the Boston Celtics fan base that treat him like shit. Yeah. That's why this is different, and that could invoke that emotion. Maybe for good reasons, maybe for bad reasons, but they're gonna light a fire under his ass either to get in his head and he starts underperforming, or to motivate him, and he just straight up shits on them.
Maybe. I mean, this guy's a champion, and his focus. He knows the type of focus he has to be in order to achieve this. Mm-hmm. So, like we saw it, I think it was game 4 where the guy was like, "Is this your Super Bowl?" He's like, "It's just another game for us." And I'm like, that's the right mentality to have. Like this is just one game at a time. I think he's thinking about it the same way. I mean, yeah, this series could be, Luka likes to talk, so this could be very.
And Jaylen Brown too.
Jaylen Brown likes to talk, so. Yeah, maybe we could see Kyrie crash out for one game.
He should, especially if they're winning and they win. Not just that game, but that series, he should crash out.
I'm not gonna lie, I think Kyrie could crash out one game.
And if they're on the verge of getting swept, which I really hope they're not, I hope he crashes. Well, he wouldn't be getting swept.
But I mean, crash out like he's doing that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he gets ejected. and he's just going like that to
Yeah,
the whole crowd. Like
he's
in
getting
game 5.
he's getting fined. Like
I'm telling you, bro. I want him to hit that.
there's
game winner.
different levels of crash out though. There's like that, and then there's like
He needs
Ron
to win.
Artest.
He needs
crash
to
out.
win on Boston's floor. So that's why I hope it's Mavs in 5
That would be like a
or Mavs in
storybook.
7.
That would be a storybook ending right there.
That'll be the best ending ever.
Nah, you know what'd be crazy?
Crazier than what I came up with?
Nah. It's similar to what you said. Like Game 7, he hits the shot, and he goes to the half court and he fucking bows to the crowd.
I'd rather him jerk on top of Lucky.
Yeah, that would be fucking insane. I would laugh my ass off.
Imagine that nigga just drops drops to his stomach and that nigga starts just humping fucking like in promo. He's humping the logo.
Oh shit!
I will get up and do it, but this shit gonna fall.
Yeah, that shit's gonna fall.
Yo, that shit would be fucking funny. I'll do it when Ryan's here. I'll be like, nigga, how mad are you gonna be if Kyrie hits the game winner in Game 7 and I just start doing this shit right there?
I'm like, nah, Kyrie is like top 10 point guard after that.
I think he already is, low key.
I was like,
It's a hard list. Let's just do it right now. Magic, Curry, Isaiah Thomas, Kid,
Steve
Nash,
Nash.
Stockton, Kid, Nash, Stockton, Westbrook, Big O,
Chris Paul.
Chris Paul. Shit, how did I say Chris Paul? This win would cement him as number 10 because that number 10 spot, who's fighting for that?
Or Gary Payton.
This would put him above Gary Payton.
Gary Payton.
Him and Gary Payton same
Who
tier
else
right now.
did we not say?
We did not say. We said Big O. He's better than Tim Hardaway. What the fuck?
Oh
am I
hell
talking
yeah, he's
about?
better than Tim Hardaway.
Already, like since 5 years ago.
Gary Payton.
Gary Payton. We said.
I'm trying to think of
Westbrook.
somebody else.
John Wall. I wish. Nah, I wish. I love John Wall. It would just be between like him, Gary Payton, and Dame Dollar.
Tony Parker.
I think. I'm gonna say Kobe. I think Kyrie's better than Tony Parker. I like Tony Parker, but he's better than Tony Parker all the
Oh
time.
yeah, he is better than Tony Parker. Just got a good resume.
By a little bit. It's not like he's not clearing the same tier, but I would say he's better than Tony Parker.
Yeah, I guess it would be like,
Kevin Johnson.
Kyrie is better.
Since his rookie year.
Kyrie's fucking second best guy in the final. Kevin Johnson never won the final.
Since his rookie year, even better than Kevin Johnson, nigga.
Kevin Johnson was nice though.
Yeah, like one All-Star appearance, nigga, and one Finals appearance. That's it though.
He was the second best guy in that final. So.
That's respect, Dan Marley.
Kevin Johnson was like that.
Respect Dan Marley.
Nah, he was
We're
good
not
too.
doing respect Dan Marley. But yeah, that's basically all the point guards. It's just between him, Dame Dollar, and Gary Payton. I mean, Rondo didn't do it long enough. You feel me? Unfortunately, John Wall got hurt. John Wall was on trajectory to be in that conversation. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say it every single day. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's all there is to it. I'm not counting big point guards either. I'm not counting Luka in that shit because Luka would already be in that top 5 combo. He's not a point guard to me.
Oh yeah.
That's another thing too. How we gonna rank that nigga in positions?
Yeah, that's gonna be tough. Is he a small forward? Is he
Shooting
a
guard.
point guard?
I've seen some people call him a 4.
Nah, they're bugging.
I've seen some people call him a 4. I would say he's a wing. I just don't know if it's shooting guard
I
or small
get
forward.
probably small forward.
Yeah, maybe
He's like a point forward.
I think it depends on the lineup. I guess that's how we could say it.
I guess.
So Tim Hardaway out there, I would say.
I don't know.
Luka's a 3.
Because it's weird for me because I look at Luka as a point guard, but when you have these all-time conversations, it's like it gets kind of tricky.
Yeah.
Because to me, Luka's like he's the point. Because to me, I don't know. He's not really a wing to me.
Can I ask you something too? Since we're talking about this,
Yeah.
I know it's off topic. But I just want to answer from you. How do you feel when people say Tim Duncan's a center? That shit pisses me off.
To me, Tim Duncan's always been power forward.
He's played some years at center, at least 5, but he's a fucking power forward.
Yeah, to me, Tim Duncan's always been power forward.
I hate when people call him a center.
I mean, yeah, they have lineups where like he'll go at the 5.
And when LA got there, he was. That was just the last year. He only had LaMarcus Aldridge for his last
Yeah,
year, so
but,
he played 1 year of center there.
Yeah.
And when else was he playing center? I think they've listed him as center since like 2012 to retirement.
The 14 finals,
He was the center.
he was a center, right?
I'm not gonna say
Cause I think
I'm not gonna say bro from Brazil. What's his name?
Boris Diaw.
No. He's not from
Oh,
Brazil.
Thiago
Splitter.
Splitter.
I'm not saying Thiago Splitter is their fucking center.
Yeah.
With all due respect to Thiago Splitter, we're not doing that. That's one thing I will say.
Yeah.
But nah, Tim Duncan, for me, Tim Duncan's a power forward.
He's always been a power
And that
forward.
one's more clear than this Luka one, to be honest with you. But I hate when people say Tim Duncan's a center.
No, yeah. Tim Duncan's always been a power forward in my eyes.
Yeah,
He literally walked in as a power forward. Like,
KD and LeBron, they small forwards to me too, even though the past couple of years they fours. But they small forwards. Kawhi and PG, to some extent, too, have been running the four and been listed as a forward. They're still threes to me.
yeah, to me they're threes.
They're all
LeBron's
threes.
a three. Kevin Durant's a three.
Paul George hasn't been
I'll never forget Kevin Durant's rookie year. They played him at the 2.
I'll say this too, and LeBron was a 2 as well. Yeah. There's another thing that pisses me off. Paul George has not been a shooting guard to me since 2011, 2012. Once Dane Granger went down,
He was a
that
3.
man was,
Yeah.
Was a 3.
Yeah.
So I hate when people
Yeah,
say
because I remember
Paul George
2K12.
small
I'm like, this motherfucker is what? How tall? He's a shooting guard?
Yeah.
I'm like, crazy.
But he was their shooting guard.
Yeah, he
back
was.
then.
Yeah, that was a fucking big ass team. Pause.
Yeah, no, did he? There's 2 more storylines I want to go through before we go into like the actual analysis. So one of them, of course, is Kyrie wins without LeBron, proves he don't need LeBron. That would be a pretty big fucking deal too, especially after the. What does LeBron do for you as a father figure, or how do you view LeBron as a
That was
father
crazy.
figure? Whatever it was. I said I only have one father. That shit was a crazy question though, because LeBron not even that much older than him.
LeBron's like 8 years older than him.
Yeah, I think so. You would have thought he was like 12 years older than him.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That's insane. Big brother, all right. But they age gap is almost the same gap between me and my brother, nigga.
Yeah.
That's fucking ridiculous. But nah, it would be cool. It would be cool for him to win without LeBron. It would do, like we said too, it would also cement him into that top 10 point guard type of range, and winning without LeBron would be a big deal. And I wouldn't want to hear anybody say, "Oh, but he won with Luka." That's just corny to me. He needed Luka to win. That would be corny to me, because we've seen what Kyrie had to do in some certain points of this playoffs for them to fucking win. There's some times that he kind of underperformed a couple games in a row, but when he had to bring his stuff, he brought his stuff.
Yeah.
I'll say that much. And the last storyline too to entertain is it could go one of 2 ways. Going back to the Celtics, a win means that Tatum and Brown works. A loss brings out them conversations again out the woodworks. I don't agree with those conversations, but they're too redundant. When I want them to get split up, when I say this, the only time I want them to be split up is because I want Jaylen Brown to get his own team to prove he's really like that, because people don't respect him like that. But it's not because I don't think the duo works. Whenever I say split them up, it's me being selfish. I want to see Jaylen Brown lead his own team to fucking playoffs. But you already know that if they lose this finals, people are going to say, it's time to split them up. This shit just doesn't work. Where do you sit on that side, on the side of the fence for that?
Nah, I think you have to keep them together, because I feel like the more I watch playoff ball, I feel like the more you get an understanding of which kind of tandems work. Mm-hmm. And I feel like having 2 wings, especially 2 shot creating wings, it's always a good recipe. The Clippers kind of try to do that, but it's not that it didn't work. It's just, unfortunately, health. But
underperformance by one guy.
Yeah, but you got these 2 guys that they're pretty durable outside of the 2021 year, and we saw where they could go when they're both healthy. And I think just having 2 wings like that, and then you just fill the pieces around them together, it's a good recipe. Another recipe is like a very dynamic guard and a great big. I feel like that's kind of like the recipe of championship. Like, all right, this team could contend for a title. I think you keep them together. They obviously could play together. They play off each other so well. They have such great chemistry. Like I always say, they pick each other up when one's down, the other one steps it up. And I think, bro, because it's like if you split them up, you're kind of just like, okay, you're not gonna get something back that's gonna be as good as Jaylen Brown. Oh, yeah. That's gonna fill his shoes.
That's a top 20 player.
Yeah,
bro.
that's like, I'm like, that's some big shoes to fill.
Y'all don't want draft picks, obviously.
Yeah, I'm like, who are you gonna get back that's gonna fill the void of what he does? Because now you're gonna be asking Tatum to do more shit, Drew Holiday to do more shit, Derek White to do more shit, Porzingis, who's already fucking injury prone, to do more shit. So I think those 2 you keep together, and probably White too, and then everybody else is kind of like is rotated
That's
around.
my thing too. Like, not to throw blame on the man. I mean, I'm neutral on the guy, but I always felt that the problem wasn't splitting them up. It was getting rid of Marcus Smart, and they did that. They needed a true point guard, not this guy.
Yeah.
Remember, he said like, "I'm the point guard." Like, sometime during the 2022 run, some shit like that. Like, yeah, I'm the point guard. Like, the fuck. But it's like, bro, you're not. You're not the point guard. And getting rid of him was even if they didn't really get nothing back for him, and if they didn't get Porzingis out of that shit, you're still adding by subtracting. With all due respect, he was in terms of like on court shit for the offense, he was fucking shit up. You feel me? The defense that he brought.
There were games he took like 11 threes.
Yeah, and why? That's not your role, son. That's not your game, son. It's not.
He'll take 11. He'll hit like 4.
For what? That's what I'm saying. You replace him. Well, Derek White and him played together, but you replace him with a Drew Holiday who's a little bit more relaxed in terms of doing that type of bullshit. And look where they're at right now.
And it's crazy because Drew Holiday's always been better than him.
Oh, 100%. I said that when Marcus Smart won DPOY, it should have been Drew Holiday. I wanted Drew Holiday to win DPOY.
Always been better than him.
I mean, I know I said we shouldn't be talking about taking away DPOYs earlier, but at least I said it in the time of when it happened, even before. I said this Marcus Smart DPOY talk is coming out of nowhere. It feels like artificial. It doesn't feel real. It's not grassroots. That shit feels what's the term? It feels astroturfed. The discussions were astroturfed. I feel like they just came out the woodwork. Me personally, and I said Drew Holiday's a way better fucking defender between them two. Absolutely. I remember when they faced off against each other in the second round. Drew Holiday was clamping these niggas, but they still lost. I was like, yeah, he's the real fucking DPOY, nigga. Yeah. That's what I was saying.
Nah, yeah.
But I think he was always the problem. I think they good how they are. And like you said, what void are you filling if you get rid of Jaylen Brown? Because at least in years past would be, oh, we could get a point guard because we need a point guard. We need a better big because Al Horford's getting old. But it's like, you got Drew Holiday, Derek White, and then Porzingis filling those voids. You have no voids at all. You don't have a single fucking void. The only time I would have traded Jaylen Brown was when AD was on the market and he was linked to go to the Celtics in exchange for Jaylen Brown, or when KD wanted out 2 years ago to get him instead for Jaylen Brown, but they didn't want to give Jaylen Brown, which I respect. You feel me? I respect that. But at this point in time, bro, there's no point. There's no plugs for you guys to fill. And you don't care about the future. These guys are what, 26 and 27 years old, respectfully? What void are you trying to fill right now?
Yeah, they're never gonna fill the void.
There's no other hole to plug in the ship, though, is my point.
Yeah.
To sacrifice Jaylen Brown. So you're good with that.
Yeah.
So win or lose, I'm going to keep it straight up right now. Not including my own selfish reasonings of wanting to see Jaylen Brown on his own team. I would keep them together, win or lose. I'll keep them together forever.
And what better feeling to know you drafted Jaylen Brown? Like, this is a homegrown talent. This is a motherfucker
6 points as a rookie.
got better every fucking year. Like, to be the player he's become now is like, it's a credit to him because I don't think a lot of people saw him becoming this.
I didn't. I'll say it straight up. I didn't. Until after year 2, after the playoffs of year 2, that's when I was like, oh yeah.
And there was 1 year where he kind of took a step back, and then I think
third year.
Yeah, it was when Kyrie and came back, yeah. He kind of took a step back, and then the year after that, he was a 20-point per game.
20.
I remember that.
20.3.
And then they extended him, and he proved that like after that he got better every fucking year. And I don't know. I don't know. For me, it's kind of tough because I don't really look at Jaylen Brown as like just a whatever player. Like when you watch these games, it's like, yo, it's clear he could be in these conversations with like some of these other guys. Like to me, he's better than some guys that like people like hype up a lot, and he just doesn't get that same recognition.
You don't get that stain because this is why I'm selfish and I want him on his own team. He don't get that respect. And I've been a Jaylen Brown guy for 4 years, 5 years. I mean, I've said it so many times. There's only 2 Celtics I've liked in my entire lifetime because I fucking hate the Celtics. That's Rajon Rondo and that's fucking Jaylen Brown. There's no other Celtics I have liked. Not IT, not Paul Pierce. I hated Paul Pierce. I like KG better as a Timberwolf. I like Ray Allen before he was a Celtic. You feel me? I don't like Jayson Tatum. Like, this is the only guy. Those are the only two guys I've liked as Celtics. Seriously, and because I see how talented Jaylen Brown is, and like you said, how better he's gotten every fucking year. Besides that one step back because a guy's coming back. But for example, people hype up the 2018 run. For example, right? As damn, Tatum was carrying them in the playoffs. Bro, Jaylen Brown and Terry Rozier were.
No, that wasn't a carry by
They
Tatum.
they were putting in as much, if not a little bit better effort than Jayson Tatum. I would say Jaylen Brown was the best player in that whole entire fucking playoff run. And they got all the way to the conference finals when they weren't supposed to. When Kyrie went down, I mean, niggas thought like their chances was over. But Jaylen Brown was one of the big fucking reasons. He was a top 2 reason, if you don't want to say he was the best, that they got that fucking far. Undoubtedly so. And he just doesn't win shit, bro. He said it right now once he won the conference MVP. He's like, honestly, I didn't even expect this shit. I never win shit. He's got robbed of All-NBA. He's been robbed of an All-Star appearance when he averaged 23 points in the game, bro. That was the year after he averaged 20.3. That year you could argue he was an All-Star as well, but that year after that, he should have been a fucking All-Star, and they didn't give it to him. He's been All-NBA one time, Justin.
And you also have to think about
one time.
Oh, he was what, second team, right?
Last year. Besides that, he ain't make it this season that just ended or the season before last. Last season, he had to average 26, I think it was 26.6 to even get the consideration.
Even more incentive to win.
100%.
Because now if you win, you don't even talk about this. We'll remember him as being one of either the best guy or the second best guy on a championship team.
Again, for my own selfish reasons, though, as a Jaylen Brown fan, like, it just kind of sucks how he's not getting these awards. But again, if he wins, maybe he does get the more respect and gets those guaranteed All-Star appearances, guaranteed All-NBA appearances through the media. But this guy should be at this point in time on a Hall of Fame path. But if you look at his resume, he's not even on that path or even close. With all due respect. With the championship and shit, yeah, that could help. But it's like, he's a 2-time, maybe 3-time All-Star right now, right? He should have more. He's 1-time All-NBA. Minimum, he should have 2. And I would argue he should have 3. And we don't know what the future looks like. Maybe he racks up more. Again, he's only 27. Maybe he racks up a couple more All-Star games, All-NBAs. But it's like, if you added those awards that he really should have gotten, the man would be on a Hall of Fame path as well in his own right, just alongside with Jayson Tatum.
He wasn't an All-Star this year?
He was an All-Star this year.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. I was like, what the fuck?
He's only a 2-time All-Star is my point, though.
He was an All-Star
This
last year?
Last year. No, it was his third one.
So this is third, okay.
And I'm saying he should have had 4. And you could argue maybe 5. 4, 100%. 5 is a little bit of a stretch, but I would even give him a 5th one. And he's performing in the playoffs. And this whole left-hand shit is bullshit.
I feel like if he could get to like 6, 7 All-Stars somehow.
He needs 4 more.
If he could get to like 6, 7, I think he's pretty comfortable.
With 1 All-NBA, though?
Maybe.
That's tough.
Actually, it's tough because Jermaine O'Neal was like a 6-time All-Star, and he was All-NBA like multiple times.
Nigga, Amari Stoudemire, nigga.
Him too.
Chris Webber.
I mean, Chris Webber's in the Hall of Fame.
How long did it take, though, is my point.
It took a minute.
It took them niggas like 10 years to throw him in there.
Yeah.
I don't even think I'm being hyperbolic when I said that, too. I think that took him like 10 years to throw him in there.
Yeah. But I mean, Chris Webber, he took him long for different reasons.
And we understand. Yeah. But let's be real. Same thing for all sports. Fuck the outside reasons. What matters is what you did on the court, on the field, wherever you're playing on. That's all that matters, your performance.
Amen.
Tim Hardaway took a long time.
Yeah.
Well, external factor. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Amen.
External.
If Kyle Lowry makes it,
he doesn't deserve it, bro.
If Kyle Lowry makes
him and DeRozan don't deserve it. Like, Jaylen Brown shits on both of them.
If Kyle Lowry makes it, I like Jaylen Brown's chances to make it.
100%. That just proves a point of anybody makes it.
I'm about to check his basketball.
Chauncey Billups makes it.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
I'm about to check Kyle Lowry's probability again, just to make sure I'm not.
When
bugging.
we did it last year, it was 70-something when we talked about
just
it.
Just to make sure I'm not bugging.
Yeah, go ahead. But me personally, I would like to see Jaylen Brown in the Hall of Fame. I feel like he gets the short end of the stick a lot too. I know guys like me and a lot of people do shit on Tatum whenever the Celtics lose, but that whole left hand thing last year was really frustrating to sit through as a Jaylen Brown fan.
I found it.
70? 72? 85?
85.7%.
Jaylen Brown got it. Jaylen Brown with the resume he has now, should be at 60 then. Minimum.
85% is crazy.
Is Jaylen Brown listed?
I could find him and see where his shit's at.
Just yeah, go back, yeah.
Yeah, this shit's gonna be.
But
85 is fucking crazy, bro.
But the only thing that says Jaylen Brown's 1-time All NBA, 3-time All Star.
Jaylen Brown shit is at 0.3% right now.
He's better
in
than
terms
Kyle
of,
Lowry.
according to Basketball Reference, 0.3% to make the Hall of Fame.
He's better than Kyle Lowry, bro. He's better than DeRozan. DeRozan probably at 60.
Oh my god!
I'm saying, bro, niggas don't respect Jaylen Brown.
Crazy.
Can you check Tatum's then, real quick? I want to see if it's an acing because he's mad young. Because if Tatum has like 70% or whatever, I'm gonna be tight.
Let's see.
Because Tatum is gonna go in the Hall of Fame. I'm not saying you don't deserve it, but I'm saying if their disparity is 70%, I'm gonna be pissed.
Tatum's at 17.7%.
Yeah, their algorithm's just fucked up. It's probably just age.
Maybe.
Damn, but Tatum has a 17% chance more to make it. That's kind of ridiculous. Their algorithm might be based on age and shit and total stats.
I'm about to check DeRozan.
65. That's my guess. 65.
DeRozan 46.4.
Okay. Should be a little bit lower, but that's fine. That's perfectly fine. All right, Justin, let's go into our final topic, though. What does the finals look like for you?
I'm just giving my prediction right now.
Straight up prediction and give a why.
Oh.
I want
Give me
real in-depth analysis.
Give me the Dallas Mavericks.
Yes, you finally hopping on the train.
In 7 games.
Yeesh. Why? Talk to me. Talk to me about both sides. Come on.
Both sides. The Dallas Mavericks have shown that they are one of the best defenses in this postseason. And since what Mike likes to throw out, shout out Mikey Locks, he likes to throw it out all the time. Best defense is January. Like he's been saying that shit all the time. But
yo, you gotta come back on the show, man. I gotta give you another ass whooping. But continue.
But yeah, best defense in the postseason so far, holding teams down. Great contributions from Daniel Gafford. I love what I'm seeing from Derek Lively. And yo, GMs, this just goes to show you that tanking works if you're a smart team. Cause you remember last year, the motherfuckers lost to the Bulls. Last game of the season, they took our draft pick away, and they got fucking Derek Lively out of it.
Could have gone Derek Lively, Casey Wallace, some shit out of that. Because remember, it was because of the trade that they got Derek Lively.
Yeah, and they lost on purpose.
Yeah, I remember. I was tight.
Yeah.
I think this was right before the show started, but I was tight about that shit.
Yeah, and they got Derek Lively out of it, and I was like, wow, what perfect player to go to the Mavericks, because I'm like, this is somebody they need. He fills in, and bro,
I know you were happy with the school he went to.
Oh yeah, and yeah, what other player to play with than Luka Doncic? Because Lively was averaging like 4 points in college. Now you're getting lobs all fucking day from Luka, and he looks way better now. But we saw like the player he could become, and even Tyson Chandler saw it. He was like, yo, I took him under my wing, and I was like, because they kind of are similar modes of players. Because you remember, Mavs fans, last time the Mavs won the championship, Tyson Chandler was a big part of that run. So Derek Lively's kind of like playing that role. But yeah, I love what they're getting from the role guys. PJ Washington's fucking stepped up. I've always liked his game, but in Charlotte he's kind of just been a castaway. But with the Mavericks he's been doing his thing, especially in that Thunder series. He was really doing his thing. Kyrie, we already talked about Kyrie doing his thing. Even when Kyrie, like, he kind of found who he is. He kind of had to like, he's kind of like that samurai that had to like take that journey, and he kind of found himself when he left Cleveland. But now we know who he is now. Kyrie's the type of guy, like, that motherfucker could go 6 for like 20 in a game, but the last like 5 minutes, 4 minutes, I could trust he could hit the big shot, make the big plays. Jaden Hardy's been really good in this Timberwolves series in the minutes he gets. Josh Green's been really good with the energy he brings. And I want to give credit to Jason Kidd, because there was a lot of questions, especially last year, like, did he lose his voice in the locker room? Or is he that good of a coach? Like we've seen with the Nets.
I'm still iffy on him as a coach. I'm not gonna lie to you.
With the Nets, with the Bucks, I think defensively he knows what the fuck he's doing.
Oh yeah. But when he said, what was he say? He said, "I'm just watching the game like you guys are." That was crazy.
That was crazy. But yeah, I mean, I would, if they win, that would be dope, because one of my favorite players of all time. as a coach now gets a ring. But and then Luka Doncic, you can't really. We had a whole segment glazing this man, but this guy could dissect the defense. Doesn't matter the personnel. I think in this series against Boston, they're gonna be hunting those mismatches, and Al Horford, he's gonna be a target in those pick and rolls. If Peyton Pritchard's in the game, he's gonna be a target. They're just gonna try to exploit everybody, and I don't know what Boston's defense is gonna be for them. I think Drew Holiday is gonna be too small for Luka. You're probably gonna have to start off with Brown or Tatum on Luka. Even then, I still like Luka's chances. But you're probably gonna have to throw White or Drew on Kyrie and fucking just give him hell and see where that gets you. But you're gonna have to be really smart. Al Horford might see limited minutes in this series because I think in the Pacers series they were just going after Al Horford.
I would too.
They were just
50.
They were like, bring your ass out here. And if Luka's doing that to Gobert, it's kind of scary. He's gonna do that to everybody. But yeah. And then for the Celtics have been number one team in the league. The one thing that's kind of crazy, well, that kind of like looks good for them is they got that 5-out offense when everyone's healthy. You have Derek White who can space the floor, Jaylen Brown that can space the floor, Tatum that even though he's struggling, I know he can hit the shots. You have Porzingis, you have Al Horford too that can stretch the floor. There's gonna be a team that kind of plays spread out. They have that 5-out offense, and not only can they hit the shot, you have guys that could score off the dribble as well, and you trust them. We're gonna see what they do. I'm not really too much of a fan of their depth. I mean, when Porzingis comes back, you slide Horford to the bench unit. But like I said, you got Peyton Pritchard, who has been playing good ball off the bench. But as long as he's in the game, he's gonna get hunted down. As long as Kyrie and like Missoula's gonna have to like play him. Because I think Kidd is gonna have either Kyrie or Luka in the game when they're both not in together.
He has to.
They're gonna have at least one of them. And if you throw Peyton Pritchard in the game, he's gonna get hunted down. And yeah, I think the Celtics just have a good offense with their lineup. Defensively, we're gonna see. That's really the question for me. How are they gonna defend them defensively? Because I think Holiday and White are too small to guard Luka. They're probably gonna have to like take turns with Kyrie, pause, and Tatum and Brown are gonna have to do their thing with Luka. But it's gonna be tough, man, because I know Dallas likes to. They're probably gonna pack the paint and try to get Tatum and Brown to just like, all right, you're gonna have to hit jump shots against us, because we saw in the Thunder series they kind of packed the paint and they weren't letting Shea get in the paint. They're like, Shea, you gonna have to hit your mid rangers. Shea did it. He averages 30. He did his thing. Unfortunately, the rest of his teammates were nowhere to be found.
Understandably so.
And they'll probably force some motherfuckers to shoot too. They're probably gonna tell Tatum like, "Yo, we know you want to get to the basket, get those foul calls, but we want to see you hit those playoff middies. We want to see you do that." And historically, he's a motherfucker that is 3-year layup for Tatum. So we're gonna have to see if that
cool looking 3.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to see if he got that mid range down pat. But yeah, I just like the Mavericks a little bit more because just the late game offense. We see it with the Celtics at times. When shit starts getting late game, it's like it'll be your turn, my turn. I think if they could solidify and just like play as a team in the late game, and because I feel like Jaylen Brown has to be like the clear closer. Has to be. If they could kind of figure that out, I like the chances. I don't think Dallas is gonna wipe the floor with Boston. I think Boston is respectable. They're gonna do their thing. They're gonna do their homework. Missoula's a fucking psycho. Didn't shave for the entire series, but and the 2 regular season matchups, I'm throwing those shits out the fucking window.
Nobody cares, bro. One of them was before the trade.
One of them was before the trade. The second one was like a 30-point win, but it was like the Mavericks were playing like their 3rd game in like 4 nights or some shit like that, or 5 nights. So those 2 games I'm throwing out the fucking window. I just think this series goes the distance, and I got Mavericks in 7 games.
Let me ask you one thing, because you didn't mention Al Horford. Who's a bigger liability, you think, on the floor for a mismatch? Al Horford or the hobbled Porzingis? And one of them's got to be out there.
Yeah, I think, man, damn, that is a good question. I feel like Al Horford low key.
I think it's Porzingis, bro.
I think it's Al Horford.
I think a guy coming back who doesn't really have the reps in like that since the first round. I'm more concerned about him coming back and then getting hunted than Al Horford.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think I just went with Al Horford because at least Porzingis, he doesn't have the speed, but he has the longer arms than Al Horford. And Al Horford's just, 30-8?
50.
So it's like, I don't know. I just gave Porzingis a slight edge because he has the longer wingspan. But yeah, they would both be liabilities. I just think Al Horford's a bigger liability.
No, I feel you.
Especially if he's coming out.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
Well, both of them coming out is gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. But I'm gonna say apologies to Jaylen Brown too. And this is also gonna fuck up my what I really want for Kyrie. But I'm gonna go Mavs in 6. They're gonna win in Dallas. They're gonna win the championship in Dallas. They're gonna hoist up the championship in Dallas. Wish they was doing it in Boston. Hopefully they do it one game earlier. Have Kyrie jerk on Lucky at half court. But yeah, man. My thing is, you haven't been challenged all fucking playoffs. You have not been challenged the entire postseason. That's a problem to me. You was fucking around with the Pacers without Halliburton. Guess what? With Luka and Kyrie in them last 5 minutes, you don't fuck around. So if you go down 14 points with 5 minutes left against Luka and Kyrie, that's just gonna go up to 25, and you just lost by 25 now. And these aren't games you could afford to lose. These aren't games you could fuck around because at least we'll have the next one. You feel me? At least we'll have the one after that. At least we'll have the one after that. There's a team that we were more talented than. You went up against the best fucking player in the world and one of the best fucking closers of all time. And then you have the supporting cast, like you said, of a Derek Lively who's been playing phenomenal, of a Daniel Gafford, of a PJ Washington. They all gonna do their thing. They're all undoubtedly gonna do their thing.
Derek Jones too. Shout out to him.
Oh my God!
I didn't mention him.
None of us mentioned Derek Jones Jr. at all. He is gonna be a problem for whether it's Jaylen Brown or Jayson Tatum. Another thing I want to note on too, because we're talking a lot about the offense. We have praised them early in the playoffs, but the Luka and Kyrie defense being able to up it in the playoffs, I love it. I love it. And these aren't going to be guys you could just hunt like that. Obviously, that's more so the favorable matchups outside of a Derek Jones Jr. and a PJ. But man, this isn't like, candy yams, fried catfish, collard greens, mac and cheese, braised oxtail, all that shit. That's not what it's looking like right now. It's not. It's not going to be easy going against them.
Yeah, I didn't even bring up Luka's defense because I feel like
it's improved.
It has, but I feel like in this particular matchup, I feel like Luka could get away with they'll probably throw him on Drew Holiday.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Drew Holiday.
It's not easy. But it's like, let's be real.
But I feel like on
weakest offensive player on there.
Yeah, I feel like on this team they're not really asking Drew Holiday to do a whole lot.
Kyrie on Derek White.
Yeah.
Derek Jones. Damn, do you throw Derek Jones on Jaylen Brown or Tatum?
I think you throw him on Tatum.
And Washington on Brown?
That's going to be tricky.
That's the thing.
Because their starting five is Luka, Kyrie, Jones, Washington, and Gafford, right?
Yeah. And then you can also interchange Lively as well.
It's tough. I guess Jones on Brown and then Washington on Tatum. But that's the thing. I'm like, does Washington have the foot speed to No. That's the thing.
But they're both way quicker than him anyways. But
I
would probably throw PJ on Tatum for
I mean, PJ is bigger.
Because he's bigger. That's why
he's like
Tatum's
6'10",
bigger.
10, yeah.
And Tatum's but another thing too is that I was gonna suggest is maybe Derek Jones on Tatum at the start. And then put him on Jaylen Brown when he's the real fucking closer.
Because I think the only reason I said Derek Jones at first was because I feel like Derek Jones' pause has the length to bother Tatum.
Yeah, he do.
That's why I kind of said
so I don't think height's going to be a problem at all for him too, but it's also in the sense of Jaylen Brown's faster than Tatum.
Because I'm like, Jaylen Brown's going to cook PJ Washington.
Yeah, but I think PJ Washington's going to get cooked regardless by either.
Celtics got to prepare for the drop coverage that Dallas is going to play.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're probably going to be like, Drew Holiday, you've been making your threes. All right, prove it again.
Mm-hmm.
They might just leave him open. Tatum, We know you've been struggling, so we gonna go under every screen, and you're not getting into the paint. We got Gafford and Lively, and Maxi Kleber just came back. So the Mavericks got a big team.
Dwight Powell,
nigga, he's trying to get his revenge.
He's gonna get 1 minute all season.
Yeah, so they're gonna not only they're gonna go under the screens, they're gonna be like, take that mid-range jumper, nigga. Like, and then they just gonna get the rebound and go. So get ready for that. Drew Holiday, get ready for them leaving you open.
Yeah, bro. That's just gonna this is gonna be a really good fucking finals.
But this finals does, to me, it has a lot of aura.
Let's say that last year's it didn't really have.
Finals had no fucking aura.
Let's not say no. It was a potential of Jimmy getting his ring that he really wanted in the bubble. Jokic getting his first ring. The one before it was also, again, there was some aura. It was Kyrie winning without KD going into it. And also on the other side, Brown and Tatum finally breaking through the finals. Can they win it all? I would say the Giannis and Suns one had a lot of fucking aura. Even before going into it, and then obviously in the end. I hate when people say that's a forgotten, like, finals. Bro, how do you forget?
I feel like that shit barely gets talked about.
Yeah, but why? How do you forget a 50 ball?
Even though
the
last two games, you had like all time shit.
And you had the block into the alley oop where Chris Paul pushed that nigga, bro.
You had the Drew Holiday steal.
That was.
And then that lob.
Chris Middleton 40 points. Respect him. I'm
trying to remember what game that was.
That is the most talk Chris Middleton has gotten on national media in this entire career. They was really trying to say.
And then the Giannis
he's Finals MVP.
50 ball in Game 6, and he hit 17 free throws.
He was hitting his free throws.
Oh no, he had 17 rebounds.
No, but he had mad free throws.
Yeah, he did hit mad free. I think he only missed 2 free throws.
Dog.
And then the next day he went to Chick-fil-A. He's like, "Can I get a 50 piece?"
I'll never get that. Can I get a 50 piece?
That shit. That would go down as an all-time
You're a legend
closeout game.
But this one definitely has more aura than last year.
Yeah.
This is probably the most aura-filled finals since maybe 2018. 2020 was cool. 2019 was like
2018 didn't really have the aura for me.
It did going into it because of LeBron being a one-man wrecking crew, and we really was believing like,
nah, bro. I knew he was gonna get fried, bro.
Nah, don't say fried. I really thought he was gonna steal 2
when
games.
They had the fucking poster for the finals,
Kevin Love,
and it was
Kyle
Korver, Kevin Love. I'm like,
what,
bro,
Tristan Thompson?
Yeah, I'm like, bro, get the fuck out of here.
I really thought he was gonna steal 2 games. I'm not gonna lie. I know the year before they had Kyrie and they lost in 5. I really thought he was gonna steal 2 games because he upped it. That 2018 Bron shit. That was the most aura-filled fucking playoff.
The 17 one had a little bit more aura.
A little bit.
Because the Warriors
but I think, no. I think 18 had more still. Bro, the LeBron run itself was just full of... It was the most aura of all-time road to the finals. Yeah. More than Dirk's. And Dirk's was crazy, too.
I mean, that 17 Cavs team was...
It was amazing. It was one of the best offenses
I think they only lost 1 game before the finals.
It was one of the best offenses ever. No, they didn't lose a game before the finals. They lost.
I think they lost 1 game to the Celtics.
Did they?
Yeah, I think they beat the Celtics in 5.
In 2017. Damn, no, I don't recall. I thought both teams went undefeated going into the finals. I thought that was both.
But I'm
12-0.
positive the Celtics won a game
with Isaiah Thomas after his sister.
Yeah.
Maybe. I could be bugging. Maybe. I thought they both went to the finals 12-0 though.
I'm about to find it right now.
Yeah, you good, twin.
2017. Yeah, they won in 5.
I thought it was 12.
They swept the Pacers. They swept the Raptors.
They
beat the Celtics in 5.
That Pacers one was the CJ Miles shit, and then Jeff T came out recently.
Oh, I saw that. That was hilarious.
CJ Miles was like, yo, so the fucking Gatorade commercial.
Yeah, I had to rewatch that commercial again. I forgot about that shit. Now, you know what's the funniest Gatorade commercial? Me and Dequan laugh about this shit all the time. The Dwayne Wade and Kevin Durant one.
All the nightmares? That shit was hilarious. Niggas having nightmares about each other.
Oh, shit.
Damn. What is the funniest NBA
that
commercial?
Was hilarious.
The LeBron one with it. No, wait. No.
Well, when he dives into the pool?
No. That was funny, too, with all the different LeBrons. I was going to say LeBron salsa dancing, but wait. There's a lot of other funny good ones, too.
To me, the number one's always gonna be Grant Hill.
Which one?
I
don't know if I've seen it. Hold on, Vince Carter danced down the street and shit. That shit was funny.
Oh, with Joe Budden in the background.
That shit was
that was dope.
That was.
I fucked with that one. I can't say it on the mic. On the mic.
That's fine. We'll talk about something else. I know what you're talking about.
You know what commercial I'm talking about, right?
I forgot about that shit.
Yeah.
I
To
remember
me,
that.
that's number one.
Also,
And then the D Wade and Kevin Durant might be two.
some cool ones too was some really fucking cool ones was the one where they visit they pass cells. No, not them. Like fans will go back. So it'll be like Steve Nash shooting in high school. They're like, yeah, you're gonna be a 2-time MVP. Like it's just talking to young NBA film of young NBA players and shit, hyping them up. Like, yeah, you're gonna do this shit. And it was so greatly edited. Like there's one part where Steve Nash like kind of looks at the kid, like a young Steve Nash. There's real footage of him. But I guess he was looking at someone else that was really there. And he just went back to shooting and shit. I'm like, nah, this is cool as fuck.
I don't think I've seen that one.
I gotta send that shit to you. That shit was cool. They did with a couple, I don't know if it was athletes or just NBA players.
One of the dopest commercials. Two of them, the Christmas ones.
The which one was better? The dribbling or
one
the shooting?
and then the shooting one. They were both dope as
Which
fuck.
one's better? I think the dribbling is better.
I like the dribbling one more. They were both fire though. And then kind of funny.
The shooting one was cool because Steve Nash threw the lob to Braun.
Yeah.
That shit went hard.
Yeah. But that was another funny commercial. Oh, and I think it was right before Ben Simmons got drafted, the Foot Locker one, and D'Lo was like, they were like, you guys got any advice for me? And D'Lo was like, you got a phone? He threw that shit out the window.
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
No, wait, into a pool, right? Or am I tripping?
Yeah, he threw it into a pool.
Yes. That shit
I remember the old NBA commercials used to be funny as fuck. Because I remember Blake Griffin, like his rookie year.
Hold on. Kobe and Braun puppets. We didn't even mention that.
Oh, you know which one I love? The Kobe and Derrick Rose 2K10 one. He was like, my guy's better because he got a 99 3-pointer. And then they were both going back and forth. And then Kobe was like, my guy's better because he got 4 rings. And D Rose was like, I can't say anything.
How about I don't remember that.
That
one.
commercial was funny.
How about speaking of playing video games, Zion?
Oh, exactly. I never watched that one.
I look like a fat fuck.
Oh, the funniest fucking 2K commercial is the Michael Jordan one. The 2K12. When he had all his rings and he starts breaking down. He's like, 91. He's like, oh, well, I forgot what the fuck he said. Yo, me and Deacon always laugh about this shit. But he was like 98 Bulls, no push off. Like he looks dead in the camera. And then he was like 97, even with the flu.
I remember that. I remember that. Just because he was like, the flu.
He was like 96, 72 and 10. Tough to beat that.
Damn.
He was like, and my favorite, 96, 72 and 10. Tough to beat that.
Wait, do I want to say this joke on camera? I'm gonna ask you.
Wait, what? About who?
You saw what I said?
Kind of.
But I made that joke.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm gonna make it anyways. 2018. Life is about bodies. 2018.
Oh yeah.
After the pool party. 2020, my favorite. Found on Twitter. 2021. After the club.
Nah, that Jordan commercial was hilarious. That Michael Jordan commercial.
Oh man, MVP of the week, man. I don't even know how we got to talk commercials, bro.
Yeah.
I only got 3 guys here. I'm not respecting losers. Sorry to Nemhard. Sorry to Ants Good Games. Fuck the bad ones too. But only winners out here. We get into that time where the pool's getting slimmer. So we got Jaylen Brown, 45 and 2. 45 and 2. Yeah. 24, 2 and 3. 29, 6 and 2. Obviously 3 and 0. Kyrie, 30. 5, 4, 24 and 6, 33, 3 and 4, 16, 2 and 4. It's a lot of stats because we filmed this on a Thursday. We recorded on Saturday now. 36, 4 and 5. That's a whole series, 4 and 1. Tatum, 23, 6 and 5, 36, 10 and 8, 26, 13 and 8. Justin, who's your MVP of the week?
My MVP of the week is Jaylen Brown.
I agree with you. Jaylen Brown, congratulations, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's in one all year, but he deserved it.
I feel like he did get one.
Maybe he did, because I love Jaylen Brown. I probably try to push my narrative. Shout out to Jaylen Brown.
Yeah. Before we get out of here, I want to say rest in peace to Bill Walton.
Oh,
Yeah, one of
rest in
the
peace.
best fucking players of all time. I had to. It came back to me when we were talking about
Commercials?
Nah,
Because I was gonna say the Shaq one. That was a good commercial too with the big men.
oh nah.
It was Will Walton. And
When we
Phil
were talking
Russell.
about Giannis's 50 ball, and I was thinking about all time closeout games, I thought about Bill Walton.
You watched it?
Huh?
You watched it?
No, I went back and looked at this.
Can you please tell me what it was? 'Cause I'm not even familiar with that.
I think I gotta go back. It was the '77 finals.
Yeah, I know he was a triple double demon at the time.
I think he had like 21, 20, and like fucking 8 blocks or some shit.
Oh, now he a dog. Then.
That shit was crazy. I'll look it up right now.
Who did he play against in that finals? Celtics? Sixers?
I
couldn't even tell you.
I'm going to find it.
I'm guessing Dr. J Sixers.
Yeah, I think it was the Sixers.
Pre-Moses
yeah,
Malone.
It was the Sixers. So in that game, he had 20 points, 23 rebounds, 7 assists, and 8 blocks.
But he dog. And it was Sixers?
Yeah, it was the Sixers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to him.
And this motherfucker, he's probably
Great commentator too. I know basketball is first, but great commentator.
great
as well.
commentator. One of the best college players of all time too.
That's another one.
I think one of the national championship games, he had like 40 and 20 or some shit in the closeout national championship. Yeah, he had career was cut short, but he had a fucking great NBA career. Was a #1 pick, MVP, champion,
Just a legend.
all by his 4th year in the league. And then he went to Boston, was the 6th man of the year.
Revitalized his career.
Yeah, revitalized his career. Yeah, the injuries really were unfortunate for him and really cut shit short, but he was really like a fucking like legend.
Yeah, you get an honorary MVP of the week, Bill Walton. Rest in peace, so bro.
Yeah.
Any other shots for you, Justin?
That's it.
Shout out to Aaron Judge. Nigga hit 2 home runs last night.
Yeah, that was crazy.
First player to 20 home runs, and that's after a slow start. I'm saying, Justin, we should go to that Dodgers game next week.
Oh shit, Porzingis. They said Porzingis likely back for game 1.
Good for him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw in the chat though again to give niggas another chance. I know we talked about it briefly on the game, but yeah, we should go. Bro, we about to see Judge, Soto, Volpe, Otani, Mookie, Freddie Freeman. They type expensive though. All 3 games is type expensive because the Dodgers coming into town for the first time since it's been years, bro.
Yeah.
Years, probably 2019. That's when they played each other before they started interleague play like full time. Yeah. I don't know if it was here or over there though, because last year we went over there, and next year we're gonna go over there.
Yeah.
But we should go. We really should go. Not a chance to see Otani without having to go to Citi Field, which I know you enjoyed, but the product there is fucking shit. The food and the atmosphere might be good. The product is shit. At least at Yankee Stadium, the product is fire. Everything else is someone said it best. Yankee Stadium feels like a fucking airport, and it low-key does. it just low-key do feel like an airport. But nah, yeah, shout out to Judge. Do I got any other shout outs? Anything cool happening in the media sphere? Any other cool athlete shit going on? Nah, I don't think so. Football's not rolling yet. I guess shout out to Manchester City as well for winning not the Champions League, the English Premier League. Shout out to them. Champions League is actually today.
Damn.
Got to tune into that. That should be a good game. Justin, walk us out of here though, unless you have another shout out.
If you guys are watching on YouTube, please like, subscribe, comment, follow us on TikTok at the J&J Podcast. If you guys are listening on audio, please give us 5 stars. Please like. Follow us on Instagram at the JJ Podcast 1. And we appreciate you guys. Subscribers going up, views going up, TikTok followers going up. And thank you guys.
Hopefully we get a special guest next week.
Yeah.
Hopefully we do. And if it's not the one that we're thinking, hopefully we get a guest that's been hyped up for a while now.
Yeah.
We'll see. Let's try to pull some strings though. We're going to catch you guys next time.
Peace.